want to pimp it out, youtube.com/WGL TV. So you want to pimp it out,
Your voice is on stream, by the way, man.
Hello and welcome to the WGL 3K tournament. You are joining myself, Rel and Gucci as we're going to be commentating over Network versus VZN Vision. It should be a really interesting game for you guys. I'm not really sure what to expect, but we should probably point out we've got Tommy who is picking up for Vision at the moment.
Yeah, this is the, I believe, the semi-final.
I'm just trying to have a look now. I think it is the semi-final. I think you are right.
Yeah, I believe this is actually the semi-final, so we thought it would be the prime opportunity to start this stream up and get things underway. So does this mean that we will be seeing a best of 5 here?
We're not quite sure. I mean, we've got the maps in front of us here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it is going to be a best of 5. We're just going to get the whole maps up in front of us. But while we're doing that, it's going to be Dome Capture the Flag first. Really small map, one of the smallest objective maps on the whole game. We should see some fast-paced action. Not sure what to expect because both of these lineups have got some really strong players in.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I think we should just kick things off on the stream and give a bit of a background of what it actually is. Now, this is the qualifier night, a one-night cup only, basically to qualify for the WGL Creative Pro Am Modern Warfare 3 tournament, which consists of 6 teams which will get invited to qualify. Only 2 qualify. Now, one was qualified yesterday from the WGL tournament that was actually held. That was Anti-Gaming. So they qualified yesterday. So we are now just waiting on one more team to actually qualify for this tournament. And then all the teams will be announced officially by the end of the week.
Okay, well, here we go. Looks like we're kicking things off now. Capture the Flag Dome. We'll jump on board with the top team as always. I'm not sure who that's going to be. I'm not sure they've decided yet. But it's going to be interesting. I think one of the early tactics that a lot of teams seem to have adopted. Let's just see what side we actually spawn on before I say this. Well, if they are spawning on that dome side, they do tend to blow up all those barrels inside their actual own flag.
And it's looking like one of the teams aren't actually ready yet, so we will actually end this, and then hopefully we will get it restarted.
I was a little bit worried when I saw Nailad UK using the thermal, the thermal sniper. I was thinking, wait, something's wrong here.
I feel like playing. I might just spawn in. I'm not sure why. There we go. We have actually got a dedicated host for this, and I'm assuming that the host isn't in party with either of the 2 teams, so I'm guessing he just started it randomly, expecting them to be ready, and they weren't actually ready. Now, this isn't actually the semi-finals. Got it wrong. This is round 3, the round before the semi-finals. So here tonight, you will be seeing this in a best of 3.
We stand corrected, but no, this certainly should be one of the top games that we'll be seeing today. These 2 top teams have met really early on. Like we're saying, there's a lot of teams that haven't actually entered into this open bracket because they will be qualifying by default. Nothing official has been announced yet, but you can expect to see teams such as TCM, such as Prof, going straight into the actual tournament. It will be the top 8 teams battling it out for $3,000, and 2,000 of that will be for first place, 1,000 for second place.
And I believe there is actually hardware prizes given to those that finish third and fourth as well. So only 8 teams in the actual tournament itself, and half of them come away with something. So I think that's a really interesting way and a lot of incentive, to be honest.
Alright guys, we're still waiting on network to turn up.
Okay, so we've just had a little bit of an update there. We're just waiting for the network full lineup to turn up. So they are AFK or AFC, I suppose. I suppose is more appropriate in this situation.
Yeah, I'm not even. I can't tell who's who because obviously some of the VZN team are now network. What used to be VZN are now Network Pro. And then the pickup team that we are seeing here used to be Network Pro. So we've got a lot of network in our lobby right now.
Absolutely, and we've got Riddles and Tommy here going up against each other who have teamed together for so long, going way back. I believe
it was over a year.
ECL2 was the first LAN that I attended, and they were teaming them. So, you know what, it is a completely different game, but they've teamed before on here. They'll know exactly what strategies they're going to be adopting and how they're going to play this out. So I don't know whose favour that's going to work in, but it should be really interesting to see how they adapt their game style to the situation.
To be honest, I think that would actually favour the SMG player more. However, Tommy is that versatile, you never know whether he's going to be using an AR or an SMG before the actual game starts. Until he gets that first kill, you don't know what gun he's actually going to have out. But you would generally see Tommy with an SMG, and I think it's a lot harder to predict where SMGs are going to be because they can run so many various different routes within a rough route as it is. Basically, I think whereas ARs need to be more, not necessarily rigid with their play, but there's the typical spots or the choke points that they need to go and watch, and you can only do that effectively from a good couple of areas. So I think it works in favour of the SMG more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, Dome is one of those maps where you are going to see the defensive ARs really come into their own. If we just look at what we like to refer as the vacant spawn going down that corridor, it's such a long, narrow corridor that an AR can literally just sit and pre-aim, and you can see some very, very heavy defense. Similarly, on the flip side of things, if we go over to the Dome spawn, you will no doubt be seeing people down that right-hand side, hanging around the crates, around the satellite, or even just holding middle map, locking them in the spawns. I think this is really one of the best maps to actually manipulate spawns on. We've seen a lot of teams start grenading the spawns to actually force better spawns for them when they're trying to shut flag carriers down.
Yeah, and this might actually be something that perhaps some of the viewers of this stream might not be fully aware of because, of course, this is being streamed on WGL TV. So I'm hoping that a lot of the WGL players will actually be tuning in to watch the stream as well. Of course, some of them took part in the tournament last night. Some of them are indeed taking part in the tournament today as well. And I think some of them are actually doing quite well from what I've been told. Of course, we only get fed through some of the scores that are actually going on. Anything interesting that happens we know about. We don't necessarily get them all in our little Skype chat. But where was I going with that? Oh, basically the Naden spawn thing is relatively new, and I'd say, to be honest, WGL have got this impression upon them more of a casual gaming now. That I think, to be honest, that is slowly changing. I think ever since I-45, this is actually flipping round, and it is becoming a more competitive atmosphere while still retaining the whole fun and sportsmanship in there as well, which I think is good for WGL, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my brother's been playing in the actual open bracket. Unfortunately, it's not gone too well for them, but they did actually play. They did actually play a WGL team, and despite them going, I think they said they were going like 27-2. But one thing that they did say was that the sportsmanship of the people on the WGL side was really good. You know, they just appreciated. They said good game, and you know, wish them the best for the rest of the tournament. It's something that's not really replicated too much in the Deserto competitive scene, and I don't want to generalise things too much, but it was just nice, you know, to see good sportsmanship.
It is refreshing, to be honest.
Well, it looks like Wonder has joined the game now. As you said before, Gucci, we've got a lot of network people here.
5, 6, 7, 8, including Naylad. So I'm not sure, to be honest, on the final rosters.
No, I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, there is 8 players in the game. This is actually going to be a mashup when they finally pick a team because, like I say, me and Rel are not just as clueless as you guys as to who's actually playing for who. So
I'm pretty sure. I think, as I understand it, it's Mad Cat Riddles, Ryder Wonder, only because I've seen a few gifs on Deserto. that would suggest that. so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the network lineup.
Controller.
Okay, well, while you reclaim that controller, we'll jump straight on board once again with the top team. It looks like all the players are here now, and I think it was Network. Yes, it was. I'm straight on board with Wonder, who is going to be sticking to what he knows best, which is SMG, and he's got the PP90, and will no doubt be running Objective.
Oh, not happy, not ready to play by the look of things.
Either that, or he really, really dislikes Mad Cat.
Yeah, it's looking like both teams want a restart anyway. I think our dedicated host is a bit
Ryder,
eager on that old trigger.
Ryder has joined now, but obviously, yeah, they're going to...
Are they playing on? Why?
No, okay,
there we go. I was going to say.
Yeah, so Ryder wasn't there. So Ryder is back now. We will try third time lucky, ladies and gentlemen, if we can finally get this show on the road. Just want to give a shout out to Ainsley, who has been a little bit absent from the whole Diserto Live Diserto TV thing, but he has assured everyone on Diserto that we will be kicking things back off around summertime. He's got a few things to sort. He's got some IRL things to take care of, but Diserto TV will return shortly.
Fantastic news, Rel.
Yeah, I just wanted to give him a shout out. It's my buddy, my bestest buddy. No, he just asked for a shout out.
Ah. So why did he not ask me? Oh, fine.
I wouldn't like...
I've just been sent a message from somebody called Lady Megan.
Ooh.
WGL shout out dash I dance for the win. Oh, I got happy because I thought it was a girl.
Well, there is one of my fangirls watching right now, Gucci. Her name's Amanda.
Yeah, but Lisa's watching me, so come on.
Right, we're going to try and avoid as much cringy stuff as possible. We are.
Yeah, we should rein that in. That is safe.
Yeah. I do want to try and keep this on track, but we are having to pad a little bit here because we're not quite sure what's going on. We've talked about the map.
Why is it whenever we pad we get cringy?
Well, I don't know. It's just we fall into
it happened at EGL 5 as well. We had to pad through like 20 minutes worth of stuff, and then we ended up just being so... Well, I basically ended up being so cringy.
It's the way it goes. It's just our standard conversation, Gooch. We'll start off with something serious, and then we get into this deep, dark territory of things we really shouldn't be saying to each other, and we're like, yeah, we should probably stop saying this. But, yep, still waiting for this game to start up.
We're waiting for Riddles to join again.
We're waiting for Riddles now.
Oh, yeah. I just noticed he's not in the game.
Gosh darn golly. Well, what can we talk about, Gooch? Let's try and keep this COD related.
I think we should talk about
We've got tournaments coming up, haven't we?
Major upset of the tournament, and that is my pressure going out in round number 2.
I think it was it round 2? It might have been round 3, but yeah, they did get knocked. Oh, was it? Wow, yeah, they did get knocked out. I mean, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying it's best of 3 at that stage. I think we're on best of 5 now. Oh yeah,
no,
it has
best
been.
Of 3. It's best of 3 until next
we are still best of 3 now, so there's a little bit of variance with regards to that. But you know, MIP lost. That's just how it is.
Jones watching this video.
Oh, Amanda, she's my my one true love, Gucci, at the moment. I'm really trying to white knight her, but oh god, she's gonna hear that. Wow. Okay. No, I just wanted to talk about the tournaments though that are going to be coming up while we are just padding a little bit. The most recent one is going to be EGL, or the soonest one is EGL 6, 30th of June to 1st of July in Sweden. We've got EGL 7, 4th of August to 5th of August Blackpool, I-46, which is going to be awesome, following on from I-45, 24th of August to 27th in Telford.
I'm not going to lie, I'm actually most looking forward to I-46.
It's going to be sick. I hope they've got the dance machines there again. But finally, EGL 8, 13th of October to 14th of October in Manchester.
Right, so third time lucky. Let's get Dome, capture the flag underway. Going on board with the top team first of all, again with Network. This time I am on board with Mad Cat, however. I would rather go on board with Wonder first of all, as he will be using that aggressive SMG. So flicking on board with Wonder now. He has just stunned and naded out towards that left side. Not picked anything up with them, but has taken out Josh, who was pushing into that loading bay spawn.
Absolutely, and remember guys, it might look a little bit confusing, but Josh and Kyle are not on the same team as Network now. The gamer tags will throw you a bit, but we'll try and keep on track with it. Brilliant play from Wonder, takes a lot of damage from Tommy, but has now pushed right round to the JCBs. Josh though doing some work to hold off that attack.
Yeah, now on board with Madcat middle map, who is stunned, takes out Kyle, pushing up that slope, manages to avoid bullets from what I would assume to be Josh, but Tommy takes him out as well. Riddle's now on the spawns, taking out 2. Josh and Naled have gone down. He's just going to advance towards this side. Hopefully they can get them spawning towards that right-hand side. Now they are actually pushing that left-hand side predominantly, so they would want them trapped on that right-hand side if Riddles can just get on the spawns now. He's got that SMG on his back as well, just in case he runs short of ammo at close range. That PP90 is so effective.
And you know what? Riddle's position at the moment is absolutely brilliant. He is just pre-aiming that spawn. He doesn't need to push in. That's what his teammates like Wonder are going to do. They're going to be vaulting around, running into the line of fire, but Riddles is just going to be picking up those kills, holding them back and stopping anyone from getting out. But Josh leaps out, manages to take out Riddles, only to go down by Ryder. Kyle breaks out of spawn.
Yeah, defaulted onto Madcat now, who is just doing a bit of defensive work as his teammates have gone down, but he does realise that he needs to push out as well now. Madcat, of course, did get the impression of being a defensive player, a campy player from Black Ops. However, on Modern Warfare 3, he has been a lot more aggressive, and he's done well for himself, Madcat.
Yeah, well, he has. He's certainly picked himself up. I mean, I believe EGL 3, it was a, don't quote me on this, it was a roughly 9th to 12th finish, I think. EGL 4, he got 6th. That was alongside my brother, and then he's advanced further than that. EGL 5 actually came 2nd, only losing out to Apex NA, which are undoubtedly one of the greatest Call of Duty teams at the moment. So he's really taken things one step at a time and really worked his way through the ranks. And it just shows you that, you know, you might not be too known at the moment, but you can prove yourself and work your way up through these teams.
Yeah, as Madcat did. Now he is pushing into the enemy spawn. It gets taken down by Naylad as he attempted to do so. On board with Ryder now, who's attempted to do some defensive work, is joined by Wonder, so the 2 SMGs are left to hold their flag as the ARs were either dead or pushed up. Now Kyle advancing in, gets shut down by Ryder. Ryder for the 2-piece, but gets taken down by Tommy and that aggressive ACR that he has got with him.
Madcat is just trying to get back to his flag as quick as possible. Wonder was there to defend it, but we need Madcat. We need the AR for Network to actually survive here. He's in a brilliant position. No one is going to be coming through those double doors if he just pre-aims there, but he does have to watch his back. And what he's doing here is actually really good play. Rather than just sitting in that corner, he's actually moving up to support his teammates and making himself useful.
Yeah, Madcat just holding this loading base side now, making sure that none of the VZM players, yeah, it would be the VZM players, are actually pushing in that side. I get confused because Wonder, Riddles, Ryder and Madcat used to refer to each other as VZN, and now another team has obviously adopted that name, which has thrown me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look here because someone said this is actually the tech lineup, but we've been told it's VZN, so please correct us if we're wrong. But that's as we understand it anyway.
The team that Tommy's playing for was the tech lineup at the start, but they rechanged the roster with about half an hour to go. And when they went to update the site crashed. It was getting loads of traffic, but it was commented.
Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the the streamer through the mics there, so apologies if we went a little bit silent. But essentially, there's been a few team changes. Long and short of it, this is now Division lineup. That's all you need to worry about. We don't need to tell you the whole story. We are in a stalemate situation though now because both flags have been pulled and time is running out on that clock.
Yeah, it was actually a smart pull away from Network. Of course, the VZN lineup did push up heavy, pull that flag through the front door, and now they are actually being able to pull it away, but not before Network could pull that flag away and lead it into that stalemate. Now the flag has been dropped. Huge nade from Madcat over onto Tommy. Riddle's attempting to push down that left-hand side to shut it out. Not being done so far. Madcat will have the opportunity now to push in, but Naylad sat behind him, means that he couldn't.
Well, we're seeing a very close game between both of these teams. Just quickly bringing up that scoreboard, we can see everything is fairly even. Kyle's not having the best of games. Tommy's, I mean, it's not too bad. 7-11 isn't the worst. And you know what, let's not be focusing too much on the kill death ratios. There's not a great variance between the players. Overall, a very close game, but no flags captured.
I'd say, to be honest, if you had to pick who was stronger on that side, I would have perhaps given the edge to Network. I don't know if that's just because we were on board with them, but that's who I would have personally said actually seemed to edge that side. However, it was, of course, 0-0, so we are going to flick the spawns over now, get on board with that VZN lineup, and I want to go on board with Kyle, first of all, who's trying to push down this left-hand side into the loading bay.
Well, 2 of his stuns do connect, and he is going to get the kill against Ryder, but the Semtex came in at the perfect time to to actually take him out there. My screen has just gone completely black. There we go. I'm back up and running and watching Naylad. He's sustained some damage, but has got himself in a prime position to prevent anyone moving into that corridor.
Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier about the AR players having to use the same sort of positions each time. Now, you will always see, to be honest, if they're a good team well set up, somebody holding this left-hand side to prevent anybody pushing in that vacant spawn through the use of loading bay. And to be honest, that will never change. It'll only change sort of what corner essentially they do sit in to actually defend it, whereas Naylad now is pushed up a little bit in that little cracked indent and now choosing to push out down that loading base side, gets taken down by Riddles, who was actually at that ADOM area.
Yeah, and you know what? That was really, really difficult for him to do anything there. I do just want to interrupt myself because 3 have gone down. Josh needs to stay alive. He is making a kill against Wonder, but Ryder has come in from behind. Tommy has spawned in a brilliant position to prevent this flag pull. The Semtex isn't going to make the kill, and Tommy has just got to play this really cool.
Cool, he did so, taking out Ryder as he came out of that loading base spawn and gets that flag returned. So Network with the first pull of this side, but nothing comes from it. 3 down now, and VZN are on the pull. Ryder and Madcat, the only ones left alive to do anything. Madcat being taken down off the spawn by Tommy. Tommy again just circulating this left-hand side, being taken down by Riddles, but it's looking like VZN are going to be able to capture this. Naylad with a huge support kill on Ryder, who was the only Network player in position to actually take down the flag carrier, but that is 1-0 to VZN against Network Pro here.
Well, Network aren't going down without a fight. Riddles picking up that 2-piece. Kyle has gone heavy defense with the SMG. Maybe he's just waiting for his teammates to respawn, or maybe this is how they're going to play it for the final 3 minutes. If we stay on board with him and see what he does, he is going to follow Josh and try and take out Wonder. He does make the kill, and that's 3 down against Vision. Yeah,
Madcat left alive for Network now. Oh, huge play from Kyle, pushing straight onto that platform area, taking down Madcat. Now, you did actually point out that on the previous side that Kyle wasn't having the best of games. Certainly picked this up on this side, going absolutely aggressive, huge with that PP90. Actually managed to pull a flag there, but does get shut down by Madcat as he does attempt to run away with it.
Yeah, the flag was actually picked up following a brilliant kill against Ryder, but now Network are in a brilliant position. I'm getting confused between the names again because all of Vision went down bar Kyle. However, the flag hasn't been run the best of ways. Kyle was able to intercept that, follow it up with a 2-piece, and could we be seeing a counter? Unable to get the 3-piece as Madcat shuts him out.
Yes, but this does, of course, leave Network Pro trailing 1-0 with only 2 minutes left on that clock. Now, this is, of course, a best of 3, as we did say previously, so every map is vitally important. If they have the lead, they cannot afford to lose it. Best of 3, it really does mean that you do need to take advantage when you have got it, to be honest. Naylad just choosing to patrol this left-hand side once again.
Well, we've not seen too much of Naylad so far. Let's see what he can do here. He is holding back. They do have this 1 flag lead. And as you were saying, because each map is so crucial, ever more so than a best of 5, if they take this, it is big news for them. They will play dirty if they have to. But Riddles is just on a rampage now as he takes out Naylad. He's pushed into the corridor. Josh isn't in a position to prevent this. And after he takes out Kyle, it was up to Tommy to stop that flagpole, which he did brilliantly.
Indeed, and Josh going huge with the 2-piece there, securing that flag return. Oh, I thought Josh was on for the 3-piece there, stolen by Naylad as he took out Madcat in the back at that front door. Josh opting to push straight down this left-hand side now. Can they capitalise on as many kills being exchanged now? No, Network straight off that to actually pick up the defensive. Josh still alive after that huge little streak that he has been on, choosing to reload that gun and recover some health. 50 seconds left on that clock, all for Network Pro to do now.
Well, Vision are looking strong. It's good to see that Vision aren't actually playing passively. They're pushing up. They're just trying to pin them in spawn rather than sit and defend the flag. As you can see, Naylad doing this brilliantly as he picks up the 2-piece despite going down by the grenade of Madcat. 30 seconds left. And this is where we can expect a 4-man defense. They just need to hold on to that flag another 20 seconds.
Yeah, it needs to be pulled any time now. It has been pulled. Ryder has got it. Josh just lurking in that back corridor to make sure he can't pull it away. Josh just killing a bit of time now, not showing himself with only 10 seconds left on that clock now. It can be ran in that time. Manages to get out of the loading bay. Ryder, Wonder, kills being exchanged. Naylad has been taken down on that middle platform. Stuns need to go over and hit to have any chance of stopping that now. It's, that must have been close. That must have been on the wire.
I'm not sure who it was, but it was the final stun grenade of somebody there on that Vision team that actually prevented that, because I am sure that the flag would have been captured there. I do apologise, I actually missed who threw that stun grenade, but that was clutch. It wasn't a kill, it was a simple stun that has saved them that game and made them go 1-0 up in this best of 3.
That takes me back to TCM versus Prophecy live at I-45, that does.
It's the exact same thing, obviously. You know, we're only in an open qualifier, not the grand final of a of a live stream tournament on main stage, but still the strategy was all the same. Just going to be setting up search and destroy now and trying to bring up the map as well.
Okay, so I have just been informed in our tournament chat on Skype that the team that we've been calling Network, so Network Pro, are actually VZN, which is of course Ryder, Riddles, Wonder and Madcap. And the team they are playing, which is Tommy, Josh, Kyle and Naylad, is actually called Tech. So we've been saying it wrong the whole time. I wish people would just give us the right information in the first place.
Well, do you know what? In all fairness to us, the whole Vision lineup's got Network as the start of their clan tag. So for any people joining this stream, you are probably going to get a little bit confused why there's a little bit of team killing going on.
At the end of the day, I do blame Rel, so
it's most likely all my fault. I just want to offer my unreserved apology to the whole of the gaming community because once again, guys, Rel ruins esports.
Get Rel out of esports. Hashtag that on Twitter right now, guys. Hashtag get Rel out of esports. And then at the VP Brothers at the end, of course, that is Rel's Twitter. And then, of course, he will retweet everyone he gets. So make sure you tweet him insanely quick now. If you want to tweet them to me as well, of course, mine is at Goochhy, GOOCHHYY. Tweet them to me. I'll retweet them just for the hell of it. Let's get Rel out of esports quickly.
You're going to have to put up a bit of a fight.
Now,
so I've actually wrote on my notepad in front of me, it says Vision and in big brackets underneath Network because 4 of the Vision lineup have Network as the tag, so you'll understand the confusion. But we will repeat this, I guess, at the start of every round if this does go to the last round because we can appreciate how this might be a little bit confusing for the new people on the stream.
It's confusing for me and I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, exactly. So I don't know if someone is not present. I'm assuming that's why they didn't start it. I was thinking maybe they just chose the wrong team at the start. I'm just seeing if I've got any arts. There we go. I've got 2. We've got AdsFX. We've got Joshua RX.
I've got a few coming through as well. Oh no, I've got an insult of somebody.
Guys, what are you like? I'm hoping to be doing a little bit of live streaming. Maybe I probably shouldn't have said that because I might not be actually because I really need an early night. Anyway, game is starting. Are we going to be what we're going to be doing here, Gucci?
Attack.
Sticking on the attack does provide arguably the more entertaining gameplay. Obviously, the defense is going to be very defensive, and some would consider that to be slightly boring. The attacking side being bottom on Underground Search and Destroy, which defaults us to the tech side.
Yeah, so we are on board with Naylad first of all, or at least I am. He's using that ACR and aggressively pushing this left-hand side. Chosen for the stuns and Semtex runaway option. Has managed to pick up a hit marker with that. Ryder comes face to face with him and gets that huge shank to that face, which actually picks off Network's first kill.
There we go, and every kill being extremely important in Search and Destroy. Josh managing to take out Riddles there, leaving it Ryder against 2. Ryder goes down to Tommy, which means round number 1 goes in Tech's favour.
Yes, it does indeed. So Tech pickup team take the first round of Search and Destroy Underground after winning 1-0 on Capture the Flag Dome, which is impressive, to be honest, for a pickup team. Now, they are, of course, all well-established players. They've all played the game for a long period of time. However, they haven't actually played it together that much, I would assume, and whereas Network will have had the opportunity with them being a full team. Now, I am going to go on board with Ryder, first of all, on this attack, as he is looking very aggressive with that PP90, stunning over the top of that blue sheet, not picking off any hit markers with that grenade that he has just opted to throw over, and we are going to see a little bit of a quiet spell now, I would have thought.
Yeah, Ryder trying to get into an interesting position there. I do actually remember watching Ryder play when he was in the Link lineup at WGL 5, and he was using these positions once again, vaulting on top of these boxes. Not many people know about them, either that or they don't choose to go with them, and it did really work in his favour. He does know his S&D spots. He has engaged in a gunfight and wisely decides to back off as he was caught off guard.
Oh, Ryder choosing to push straight through that middle alley. Now that is dangerous to say the least. Naylad taking him out. Tommy taking out Mad Cat as well. This is going to leave Riddles and Wonder now to take out 4 of the enemy team. Scratch that, Riddles. 1v4. Not going to do it. 2-piece from Kyle to shut down that lineup.
Yeah, so currently 2-0. I do just want to say at this stage I'm not gonna be retweeting any more of these because it's probably annoying any of the genuine followers that we do have, because I think there's been about 10 that have come through now.
I've just gone on my Twitter and I have 16 interactions since last on. But let's flick back over. Go on board with the team that are winning 2-0, which is of course the Tech pickup team. I defaulted to Naylad first of all, who's got the PP90 out this time. Sees Josh take out Ryder in front of him, had to hold his fire just to make sure he didn't take out his own team member. But they are looking very strong here, and remember this is the best of 3. So if they win this map, they have won this match and advance through to, I believe, the semi-final. Does the semi-final come after round 3?
Yeah, then it's best of 5s and then on.
And then we will be seeing best of 5s.
Yeah, we should just point out Josh picking up a big 2-piece, taking out half of the Vision lineup. Half of the Tech lineup. Going clutch for his team. Wonder managing to shut that out.
Lineup.
Yeah. Oh mate, it's going to be so much easier with different teams. We'll go with it. We'll work it out. 3-0 though now, and this is not looking good for Vision. And it is a shame because, of course, Vision, who are playing under the network tags at the moment, are a top team full of top players. And similarly to NYP, yes, whatever, I'm being biased, but you know, it is a good team that will be exiting this tournament early.
Yeah, they have got a huge mountain to climb now. They've got to come back from a 3-0 deficit on Search and Destroy and also win a Capture the Flag map to actually win this matchup. Mad Cat opting for a grenade there over the building, not seeing that. That was very interesting. Of course, I would have thought that would stop any rusher towards that white van. Ryder has been picked off by Tommy across the other side of the map, and this is not looking good for VZN in this matchup. Riddles with a kill against Tommy, though.
Absolutely, and you know what, I'm hoping Mad Cat does get a kill because it is a little bit embarrassing when the commentators are actually higher than you on the scoreboard. He is currently dropping the donut, and I'm sure he's going to want to get back into this game. Riddles, though, gets shut out by Naylad, and we are seeing a 2 versus 3 situation. Make that 1 versus 3. If there is any time for Mad Cat to pick it up, it is now. Not going to happen.
Mad Cat dropped a donut and did rage quit. I did see that massive 0-4 there from Mad Cat live on stream here. He accused me of host booting him the other day in GB, so I don't hesitate to point that out. But anyway, impressive victory there for the Tech pickup team against what is Network Pro, or I think for this tournament they are called VZN. So huge play from that pickup team to knock them out. That does mean that they advance through to the semi-finals, which will be best of 5.
Okay, so I believe
we're going to do Red Bar versus Phobia in the semi-final in this
one. That will be a good game. Is that next, Mel?
Yeah, that's right now.
That is right now. We are going to go to Red Bar versus Phobia. Red Bar, of course, the team that knocked out the MyPressure.Avengers lineup. Now, they are a recently formed team. A lot of you will have heard of them all before. Realize, Chaos, Moose, and Joker Boy is actually back teaming for LAN, basically. He's gone to quite a few pickup team LANs now. His last one was actually EGL 5, and he placed, was it top? No, they placed 24 to 16.
I think he's been to 3 LANs. He went to possibly 4. He might have been to 2 Reflexes.
Yeah, I think he's been 2 Amsterdams because he went Reflex GT and also Battle of Amsterdam. He's been to I Series, which was I-45, and he's also been to EGL. No, he's been to EGL 4 and EGL 5, so that's 5 LANs.
Yeah, so building up that LAN XP. I'm not sure what I'm on at the moment. I think I've done 9. 3 of which I've played in, 6 commentating, I think.
I've played 1 LAN, commentated 2.
Okay. But here we go. Yep, we have Phobia in the game here, and the dedicated host being Seltwee Dow. So thank you for hosting all these games for us as well. Melmoth is doing the streaming, myself and Gucci doing the casting. And it is going to be Phobia, who I believe is the Farico Yin that we saw play second at EGL 4 even. Yeah, but it's going to be Torres, Rev, Rush, and T1 as I understand it. Well,
we are just getting all the
Goosey's gonna
teams
be
in now.
spectating. Yeah, so we've got Goosey in here. Maybe he's doing a bit of coaching. Maybe he's just spectating. I'm not sure if he knows them too well. I'm not a name I'm familiar with. I don't think he's going to be playing.
Perhaps one of their management team. A rough guess, perhaps. And
I'm just going to quickly mute the players because that's something I actually forgot to do in the other games. So I'll just quickly scroll through those. But yes, the first match. This is going to be. Are we in the semi-finals then now? Yep, we are in the semi-finals, which means best of 5. So this should be really, really interesting to see how this plays out. It is going to be bootleg capture the flag first. And of course, we're going to be sticking to the competitive rule set where we alternate between capture the flag and search and destroy.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, this will be a very good game. Now, I actually played game battles with Joker Boy for quite a long period of time, over a couple of months, and I actually played against the Phobia lineup the other day, again, on game battles. I'm probably sounding like such a GB whore at the minute, but both teams quite strong from what I've seen in the past. Of course, Joker Boy sliding into the team that have teamed together for quite some time. I think you'll remember them they were for Eco England, right?
Yes, a lot of the players have come from for Eco England. I'm not sure it's the whole lineup in its entirety, but they've certainly played together before.
Yeah, so of course they will have good knowledge of how each other plays, how they can slot into them roles, and so to be honest, I think this will be a very good matchup. Now, we have got a lot of people in this game.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's being streamed on a different...
Well, I was going to say Chaos and Moose, I know that they have actually teamed way back going into World at War. We are... Okay, we are referring to GBA, but going way back, I know that they played World at War under Downfall, and were probably, to my knowledge, the best World at War GB team, at least. They did tend to dominate GB, as I remember, from World at War. I think it was Chaos, Moose, Beckers, and there was another. If any of you guys in the chat can point that out for me, I'd appreciate it. Or tweet either myself or Gucci, and jog our memories.
I'm just talking to various people on Skype at the minute, trying to find out who should be in here, who shouldn't be in here, and then obviously get the unnecessary people removed from the game.
Yeah, and it's not because we're horrible people. It's just because, let's face it, if there's 1 million people in a game, it's going to be a little bit laggy. There's going to be problems.
We want we want the smoothest connection possible. That's the whole point of us having the dedicated host in the first place, to make sure that there aren't any complaints over the connection, something to blame, a loss on or whatever. Although I did see a few connection cries going out earlier over specific teams being better online than what they are at LAN, which, to be fair, that's always going to happen.
And you know what? I think we're all too familiar, Gucci, with the indirect tweets that go out following games. And by indirect tweets, we mean no one is atted in these tweets. It's something like, I'm trying to think of an example, just something like a snide comment like, well, connection greater than LAN, or something like that, and no one's atted, and it's just, come on guys. We're all adults here. Or maybe. Well, I think we've narrowed the lobby down a little bit. Just actually going to refresh the chat because it says show 50 new comments. Adam, someone said. Goosey is the co-owner, I've been told.
Yeah, I've just been told that on Skype as well from PH Blazon, so to leave him in, I was right, it would be part of the management team. I believe Day is in here trying to stream for a different...
well, I do know. Yeah, I do know that it's Freako Red Bar. I am getting that right, aren't I? This team. I think it's Red Bar. Let me just have a quick check. So I'm not getting it wrong. But yeah, I have been seeing the tweets going out. I knew that they have been streaming. Yeah, it's Red Bar. I knew that they have been streaming this themselves, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to go on here. Just while we try and get to the bottom of this, we are seeing Rush come in for Phobia. I believe there we go.
There, all the faggots!
I think we will get them muted.
We'll just.
I'm not gonna lie, I do actually love that Phobia lineup just because of their banter.
T1 is brilliant. I mean, the thing I like about T1 is at the LANs and stuff, he chats so much, he gives it big on the mic, but you know what, he's not serious, he's just having a bit of a laugh. It's all just good fun, and as long as people see it as that and they don't take it as him genuinely believing he is the greatest player to ever exist.
There's too many people in this game.
Who's this GWH stream guy? He needs to fuck off.
Our streamer has just said if the GWH guy could kindly...
Also, Daze is trying to stream, Dinge is a spectator, Goosey is a spectator. So if Daze got kicked, then each team has a spectator that they're allowed.
Someone's just started me. You say grow up guys about tweeting about connection, but Momo did it when they got knocked out. Lol. I speak on behalf of...
We didn't say grow up or anything.
No, well, yeah, that's not exactly what I said, but I speak on behalf of myself, and if my brother was doing this indirect tweeting, then shame on him. I do not approve. So that applies to him as well. Don't think I'm being like that. I've been tweeted by Rory Hunter, keep Res, MTC and GWH streaming, please. But no reason has been given. I'm not sure.
I'm going to guess that because it's a WGL tournament and this is being streamed live on WGL TV, that they want the exclusive stream.
It would make sense. So,
yeah.
People are still joining.
Who's invited enemy MTC?
It will be the Red Bar lineup.
Right, if Red Bar keep inviting them in, they're going to have to give a default. We've got to get this on the road.
Okay. So we've just been told by the streamer, Melmoth, who's actually running this whole tournament, you really need to stop inviting them because we're just going to have to get this stream by a default hosted by a default host, and it's going to mess everything up. So please, let's just try and get on with the tournament and stop inviting them. You can watch the stream through this one just for this one game, just for WGL, then you can jump back on board with GWH. It's nothing against you guys, as you say. There's no point having two streams for the same game and lagging the lobby out.
I'm speaking to a couple of different players on Skype. Basically, some people are moaning that they think that Phobia are hosting them because obviously they are they Dutch? Yeah, I think they're Dutch. They're moaning that they will get lag. However, again, this is on a dedicated host. This is what we were talking about earlier. Perhaps some of the approach to competitive gaming that you do see from the WGL teams is a lot. I don't really know how to put it, to be honest, without pissing a load of people off. I'm not going to lie.
Go for it, Gooch. Just do it. Just go in.
We just want to... I can understand how, if it's a WGL tournament, we're streaming on WGL TV, they want the exclusive... I don't want to make it sound like it's Sky Sports and a football game, but they want the exclusive rights to that footage, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does make sense. So, we apologise to all the people in the chat who are probably getting a little bit frustrated at this as well. We are trying to get onto this, into this as quick as we can. Sorry, I'm just reading through the comments. One second, it's right. We can hear the streamer, he's a legend.
Melmoth, you're a legend, apparently.
Oh, right, okay. They can hear you, Melmoth. I think.
Yeah, Melmoth, I experienced this last time I was streaming with him. He doesn't do what we do on Dassault TV and Competitive Central whenever we do that. Basically just leaves his thoughts and opinions out on his stream, which, to be honest...
He just goes in. Yeah. He doesn't hold back, Melmoth. He needs a restraint in this man.
That's not what his girlfriend said.
No. What? Oh, Gucci.
Where are you going with this?
You see, this is what we were talking about, Gucci. We've padded out for so long now that we've entered into the cringy zone. It's like a default. It's a place we feel comfortable in. Where
I think we could be ready to start, are we?
I think they are going to kick Dinge, and then we are.
I must say, if I think Dinge is who I think he is, I was admiring the suit that was taken to I-Series. That was pretty cool.
I'm not gonna lie, Dinge's trainers for I-Series, they were the best thing I'd ever seen.
I want to wear a suit
on their tongue, basically. It's fantastic.
Well, finally, here we go into the game. Capture the flag bootleg. Apologies for the delays and for all of you guys who were wanting to watch this a little bit earlier. It is Farico Red Bar now squaring up against none other than Phobia, and we're jumping up with the top team.
Don't know if they're actually going to play. I've just been sent a message from Realise on Skype saying Dinge needs to be back in. I can't actually talk. He's doing my comms for me.
Right. It's most likely a lie, but whatever.
Well, they have started playing now anyway, so we are kicking things off, and we are seeing a 4 versus 4. No other people in the game other than the host, the streamer, myself, and Rel. So let's get this underway. Best of 5 here, semi-final WGL tournament qualifier for the Creative Pro-Am tournament, and Red Bar going strong.
Yeah, they had a really good performance there. Almost 4 down, realised unable to pick up the final kill against one of Phobia. Phobia really not getting off to the best of starts, but Rev trying to change that chaos, answering back. And it's just an all-out advancement here from Farico Red Bar. I've been watching Realise for the entirety of this game, and I want to switch things up because he is holding back a little bit. Let's see what's going on for Chaos.
So we're getting on board with Chaos now, who is advancing into that middle. Sat himself in that bush to take out Rush. Moose taking out T1 over on the left-hand side as well. He was securing the blocks. Moose, that is 4 down now for Phobia, so that means that the Red Bar lineup can push up now. Now, this was a newly formed team. I believe it's actually been formed this week. I don't know how long they've actually been scrimming. It's been a while since I've spoken to a few of their players, but T1 taking out Joker Boy there with the grenade after Joker Boy took him out with the grenade as well. So kills being exchanged. Rush taking out Moose on that left-hand side, and Chaos in a dangerous position to attack that flag.
Yeah, despite taking a lot of damage, Chaos showed no fear. He just pushed straight through, but he is being extremely hesitant. He doesn't want to pull that flag until a few have gone down, and this is a brilliant opportunity for him as 2 of Phobia fall. Joker Boy taking out Rush, and this is really, really strong from Farico Red Bar. I'm going to be honest, it's not Farico, it's just Red Bar, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just called Red Bar now,
okay.
But Chaos captures that flag.
Okay, so we're just gonna go with Red Bar. We've been thrown by the team. There's a lot of pickup teams here and stuff, so apologies for the confusion. Let's just refer to them as Red Bar, if that's what they are going by. I'm still on board with Chaos though, who is looking platform now, just creeping through that gap, seeing if he can spot anyone. And as soon as someone does appear, he will no doubt be making that kill.
Yep, so we are seeing Chaos now, just looking through that gap, making sure nobody advances over that platform side, does shoot Torres in the leg, sees a guy on the head glitch, gets taken down by Rev, who was securing that right-hand side. Now, the Phobia lineup are actually on the better side of this bootleg capture the flag. So,
wow, okay. Interesting, because, you know, they are a flag down, and it's looking like Red Bar are actually set to pull this next one. If Moose can make the kill, that might have been 3 down. Well, it's certainly 2 down. Now as Rush falls, that's 3 down. And Red Bar absolutely dominate the Phobia lineup here.
Yeah, Moose playing arguably the best of the team with that KD. But if you look at, of course, Chaos as well, he has got that objective play to his name with that flag capture. Chaos taken a kill out. He took out Rev and is pulling this flag. He has got the support of Joker Boy with him as they try and run this through the cages. Torres not happy about that though. He is pulling that flag away in the enemy spawns.
Here we go. Joker goes down and both of the teams have the flag. So we might be seeing a prolonged stalemate. However, T1 goes big, makes that return. Moose is trying to get there as quick as he can to shut this out. The flag is going to go in, but Moose has prevented it. But he cannot pick that up yet. T1 was ready to make the kill. This is going to be a capture.
Yeah, that was captured and things are tied now. Red Bar have arguably looked the better side of the two so far in this matchup. Phobia getting off to a bit of a slow start perhaps, but will we see them pick it up?
I've got to interrupt you there. We've just been updated in the chat. Even though the bracket does say Red Bar, apparently this is Royal Flush, not Red Bar.
Okay, so we are to refer to them as Royal Flush now?
We've gone from Freaker Red Bar to Red Bar to Royal Flush. in all fairness to us guys, we've just gone off what it said in the bracket. So, okay, it is Royal Flush. We apologise. Royal Flush against Phobia. Let's try and get this team name right and go from there.
To be fair, this is the first time they've actually told us, so...
this is the first time that we've actually been notified about it. We've just been up... Oh, they can hear you, Melmoth. I don't know why I'm repeating what you're saying, but...
Force of habit there, I think, Ralph.
Absolutely, yeah, from the Deserto Live days.
But now we are seeing Freako Moose in a bit of a defensive position. I think we'll stay on board with him for the final 23 seconds as he takes out Rev, who tried to get a sneaky pull towards the end there. Chaos taking out T1. Torres looking forward towards the spawns, taking out Realize on Moose's right-hand side. Chaos taking out Rush. This is actually looking very good from Royal Flush now, so I'm assuming that's a relatively new addition to the organisation. I've not actually heard many notifications of that, but you've heard it here first then, guys.
Well, there we go. It's going to go as a draw for round number 1. It was looking really strong, as you were saying, for Royal Flush, but well played by Phobia to actually bring that back. I will be honest, on paper, you could argue that Phobia are the stronger lineup here, but, you know, when put into practice, Royal Flush are really holding their own.
Well, of course, do remember that this Royal Flush team are the first team to beat... the My Pressure lineup, the MYP Avengers lineup in an online stream matchup. They haven't, well, excluding tonight, they hadn't actually lost a streamed game. So that in itself is an achievement, and they are starting strong. And of course, Phobia, they've got all that experience behind them. They've all teamed together in the past, and it's obviously just working for them at the minute. But we are now seeing them pull another flag. Realize has been taken out by Torres. Rush attempting to rush through and take out some flag carriers. Now Torres, the only player left alive that can do anything, has stunned himself, got that flag carrier weak and stunned, managed to drop that flag carrier, which was of course Chaos, but Realize spawned behind him. Rev taking out Joker Boy. Realize, Rev, they're all in very dangerous positions now. This is going to be very hard to actually see what can be done, but the flag got returned and is being pulled away now from this Phobia lineup. Absolutely insane play, and I'm sure that Royal Flush would not be happy about that, the flag being so close to being captured.
Yep, well, it's going around the back. Rush has spotted someone in a dangerous position to actually shut this out. Rush isn't going to be able to make the kill against Moose, which means there are plenty of players by Red Bar up in the spawn to prevent this. Torres managed to take out Joker Boy, who was lurking around the back, and it's so close to being returned, but Moose with the 2-piece has gone huge. Rev is just holding steady.
This is such a close matchup here. We are actually seeing flags get pulled all the way back. Then a clutch play from either team. Realize straight on the spawn, taking out T1 and Torres. Rush going for him now. He has got the head glitch off that van. Realize with a 3-piece now taking out Rush as well. Has been taken out by the grenade of Rev. Rev taking out Joker Boy as well. It's looking like that flag is going to get all the way home as Rev is the last alive, unless anybody can spawn down that roadside and cut him off, but no. Royal Flush take the lead. 2-1 overall on total flag caps, and 1-0 on this side.
It got ran all the way. Realize went huge for his team with the 3-piece straight onto those spawns, preventing any of the Phobia lineup, but even having a chance of catching a flag. But Realize continuing this huge kill streak now, taking out Rush, just kill after kill being dropped by him, doing absolute work for the Royal Flush lineup.
Yeah, Rev down that left-hand side, getting taken out at close range from Moose in the back of Torres. Kills being exchanged now. Of course, this will go in the favour of that Royal Flush lineup. Rush taking out Moose up top, gets flanked and shot in the back from Joker Boy. Straight on the spawns, Joker with a 2-piece, did previously pick up the grenade as well, so 3 kills in quick succession for Joker. The Phobia lineup straight off the spawn now. How can they capitalise? They've just run straight in there and pulled it. Joker Boy is so aggressive with his gameplay.
Yeah, and Phobia needs to be careful here because, you know what, we are into the best of 5 series now, so they've got plenty of time to come back in this tournament, but they do not want to be dropping these early games. They need to be winning the capture the flags. On paper, they are the favourites to win. I believe they actually went into this tournament seed second. I might be incorrect when I say that, but they were certainly one of the top seeds, as opposed to Red Bar, who, whilst given a decent seed in, should be losing this.
Yeah. Rev just holding this left-hand side now. Torres taken out. Realize they have still got 1 minute 30 to get back in this, and I'm sure they only do need a few seconds. They only need to get a couple dead and then get that pull and have the support of each of his teammates to actually get that flag home.
Oh, Rev is sneaking round the back. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. Rev needs to make the kills before he pulls the flag, because Red Bar will no doubt be adopting a slightly more defensive play, albeit not completely defensive, but kills are just going in Red Bar's favour. Torres is wanting to do something here. You can see him just inches away from the flag, and he's gone for it, trying to challenge Moose, but was never going to make that kill with that range with the SMG.
Yeah, we are seeing Rev now push into this middle. He's got to do a bit of defending. We're only 1 minute left. He doesn't really want to be focusing on that defending though, as he is attempting to pull back that deficit. They are currently trailing 1-0, but he does need to not let that flag get pulled away. Torres and Rush going huge. They are pulling this flag home. Rev in the right place at the right time, but Chaos, left alive, is pulling that flag away.
And you know what, it is all up to Chaos here. He's got to go huge. He doesn't necessarily need to be making these kills, but he is doing just that. He just needed to get that flag away, and it's these important kills. This is the clutch play that sometimes gets missed. Chaos has just done such work for his team, otherwise this would be going to stalemate.
We are seeing a stalemate in the final 15 seconds. Phobia have got one shot at this. They need to attack together. That flag should have been weakened then as Rev took that grenade in. Can see him sat in that corner, been taken out by moves. That is going to be it for Red Bar. They have taken the first map here against Phobia in this best of 5 semi-final. I think Phobia will just be glad that it is now a best of 5 scenario and not a best of 3.
Well, we're going to be going on to Search and Destroy now, and I do know, I can tell you that the Royal Flush lineup are well experienced Search and Destroy players, at least online. And that's not to say that Phobia aren't, but you know what? I can see Red Bar actually taking this against the favourites here.
Yeah, to be honest, they are looking very strong. I've seen them look strong all night now. Realise has actually just spoken to me on Skype and said, I genuinely can't speak. We need a player to come in and call out for me. Joker's
at that disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. Bring one in.
Yeah, so each team is actually allowed a spectator, so they can invite.
But let's just be clear, I know Royal Gaming were shouting in the WGL shout box there saying they just wanted to record, but they did indeed say to you, Gucci, they were wanting to stream on Twitch, but this is obviously a WGL exclusive tournament, so.
Yep, so they have got their player in. I've just also told the Phobia lineup that they are allowed one spectator as well, because they were having their player in before, but however we did empty the lobby completely of everybody but players, casters, streamers and host.
And like we say, it's not because we're bad people. we just want to make this tournament as balanced as we can with regards to connection, and also, as said before, there's no point having multiple streams on the same game. It's better just to have this one stream. But in any case, we're just going to try and get this started up as soon as possible. So Arcade and Search and Destroy, probably one of my favourite Search and Destroy maps at the moment. I do chop and change a little bit, but I think overall for MW3, I think in general Arcaden's my favourite map.
Yeah, what, for Search and Destroy?
Just Search and Destroy and Capture the Flag. I think it's best for both.
For overall, probably yes, it is best for both. Personally, I like a good bootleg S&D when played aggressively. When everybody's running in for those constant gunfights at the B-bomb area, I think that's the best show you will see. But no, Arcaden is the best overall all-round map, I would say.
Are we waiting on anybody else, or are we good to start?
We're probably good to start. I mean, I've told the Phobia line that they can have a spectator if they want, basically just so that they don't cry at me for saying that Dinger's in and we had our spectator kicked. I'm just covering my own back. Yeah, me and Rel, like, we literally are the middlemen here, and there's an old saying, don't shoot the messenger, but hey, people just want to shoot me and Rel right in the face.
Shoot Gucci first. If you want. Shoot
Gucci first. That's okay, Rel, I'll die happy with you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's jump. Top. We'll go on board with the bottom team, which is going to be attack. And I think
I want to go on board with Joker Boy. Come on.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Joker Boy.
He's got that SMG out, that PP90, and picked up the bomb first of all. He's going to try and attack this link. Stun out towards the middle map, make sure he's not getting rushed there. He's looking like he's instantly going for a big A push. He's got straight on that A bomb without being seen from any of the Phobia lineup and is already planting.
Wow, and they will not be expecting this. Nobody really goes for a plant this early, and it is going to go down, but they know Joker is in this area. He wisely chooses to back up to the corner, and he is going to get shut out by Torres. but the pressure is against the Phobia lineup now with only 34 seconds left to defuse.
Moose in such a clever spot, really. Nobody would think to check Lion in the middle of the map. He manages to take out Torres, Realize taking out Rush as well. This is leaving Rev to take out Realize, Moose and Chaos. Oh yeah. 20 seconds left on that clock. Rev has taken out Realize now.
And he can still do this, but it's going to be extremely difficult. I think Chaos has done the wise thing by just distancing himself from the bomb and leaving Moose there to actually cover it. Moose did pick up the kill regardless, which is going to put them 1-0 in the lead, and they will continue to, I wouldn't say dominate Phobia, but extend that lead from their previous win on Capture the Flag.
Yep, they are looking very strong now. Of course, as you've said, the past GB history for this team will actually mean that they are good SND players, whereas perhaps you might associate Phobia with the more Capture the Flag side of gameplay. However, they did get beat on Capture the Flag, so meaning that Red Bar or Royal Flush, whichever you want to call them for this game, are looking very strong all round.
Well, I'm watching Torres now. I'm not sure who you're on board with, but he's got a brilliant angle there right down the middle of the map. Despite taking a lot of bullets, he's still going to challenge that person. An impossible shot to make, and maybe a little bit careless, but he does manage to stay alive and reverts back to his previous position here around the green room area.
Yep, Torres still just securing this middle map area. Joker has been taken out so far for the Royal Flush lineup, leaving Moose, Realize and Chaos against Torres, Rev and T1. They are on attack, and Torres has just picked up a hit marker. Sees him lying there, B Dom gets taken out by Moose. Rev looking as if he wants to challenge that, but knows he needs to be cautious.
Well, absolutely, because if Rev just creeps around, I thought that was a play we completely missed, but it's not. If Rev just creeps around a tiny little bit, sure, he might see Moose, but Moose will see him first. Moose has actually changed position. Oh, and he's been caught off guard by Chaos.
We are seeing T1 there left, 1v3, gets taken out from green room with Chaos there. So this means that Royal Flush go 2-0 into the lead.
Okay, well, let's just have a look here. Sorry, I was just looking at a notification that I thought was relevant to this stream, but it's not, so I will ignore it. 2-0, yes. They're halfway there, halfway home to actually take this to an overall 2-0 lead in a best-of-5 series, which would be huge for for Royal Flush. Apologies if I've been saying Red Bar. I've got it written down as Royal Flush in front of me now. I'm trying to keep to that, and I'm watching Moose, who's been playing really, really strong throughout this. Is currently on 3-0 here in S&D. Yeah,
he's having a quality S&D game, is our Moose so far. Now they are opting for that A-bomb push yet again. Now this is something that you very rarely see. You do see people aggressively push up towards the B-bomb, up those top S-gears, and Moose in a bit of a gunfight there, not happy that he didn't manage to pick up that kill and is actually chasing that, which isn't always the wisest thing to do, but he's opting to run down into that bottom burger. Sees him at the top S-gears, gets taken down by Rush, and that's probably his own fault for chasing kills. If they'd have just reassessed the situation, might have got a better outcome as Rush takes out Joker Boy as well. Now we are seeing Chaos left 1 versus 4, taking out Rev there in the back of the bar.
Yeah, Rush actually played that really well, because not only did he stay alive, he managed to pick up 2 kills. And you know what? I do feel bad for the Royal Flush player there who'd put damage into him, because even I thought he should have made that kill. Not because of poor shot, but just because of the amount of bullets that were eaten. But we can see the player revealing himself, and Chaos has got to make that kill. I hesitated a little bit, and here we go, 1 versus 2 now.
Yeah, Chaos has already taken out Torres in that bar. He's seen a player up towards that top Domo 8 area. Goes for him on the head glitch, takes out Rush. He's left himself 1v1 now against the experienced LAN pro that is T1. He's left 1v1. He is on attack. That bomb is down across the other side of the map. He's got to make his way over there now. His team are currently winning 2 rounds to 0 on this. If he can win this 1 versus 1 now, that will be extended to 3-0 and look like a guaranteed S&D victory.
Yep, and he is going to have to take a few risks here. He's going to have to push himself into positions he wouldn't normally go, because he needs to get this bomb down. He has pulled off a 1 versus 2, but he needs to complete the 1 versus 3 for his team, or it will mean absolutely nothing, and it really could go either way. Chaos is just trying to find T1, who probably knows that the bomb is down around that area. Either that, or he will have allocated himself to either the A or B target to prevent any flank going down.
Yeah, he's just flanking around the back of this Domo A now. He's going to have to go for that bomb now. Whether he's just going to opt for the kill, or is he going to go for the plant? He hasn't got time to go for the plant. He's just going to wait and see if anybody comes to challenge him at that A bomb. Not looking like they are going to do so. So that 1 versus 3 or 4 didn't actually happen in the end. Chaos standing strong though on 5-0 on kills.
Yeah, and you could see towards the end there he was getting a little bit desperate. He was just literally putting himself wide out in the open, just calling T1 to actually make a shot on him and hoping that he could, against the odds, get some sort of turn on or something, but it just didn't happen. T1 played it well. Let's switch over and see what T1's up to in the 4th round of Search and Destroy.
Yeah, T1 has opted for the paint construction push. Rev has taken out Joker Boy across the right-hand side of the map. T1 took out one on the back of the office. No, sorry, exchanged hit markers into one in the back of the office. Didn't actually pick up the kill. But that bomb has been dropped now. Rev has died. Rush, Torres and T1 against Chaos, Moose and Realize. T1 opting to flank back round now. I realised that paint was a lost cause. Just very cautious of his back.
Yeah, he's playing this slow. The bomb is down. He's not actually gone to chase that yet. It is 3 versus 3, and I think that Phobia just needs to be cautious that Royal Flush may know that the bomb is down there and will just be covering it from all angles.
T1 now circulating this top glass area, seeing if anyone's going to reveal themselves. This is actually a very slow S&D round. You can see how much it actually means to them to stay within touching distance of the red bar lineup. Of course, if it goes to 3-1, they are actually only 1 round away from winning the map. Sounds like a bit of an obvious statement, but hey, it's still true.
Yeah, well, T1 is pushing through to the middle now, and they do seem to be going up as a little bit of a unit. We can see Torres crawling right towards the bomb. Oh, and while T1 does go down, Moose went for the challenge, but unable to pick it up. Here we go. We are seeing some action finally. But it is going to be Torres in a 1 versus 3, makes the first kill. He can still do this.
Yep, still in with plenty of time. 50 seconds left on that clock. Now, there is always the question of whether the enemy team are actually watching the stream. It is delayed, I think, something like 15-20 seconds. So it could actually be okay. However, there is always that question when you are playing online. I heard a call of it the other day, but no stream watch would have helped there as Moose took out Torres.
Well, Moose does make that final kill, which is going to make it 3-1. So Royal Flush here on game point for Search and Destroy, looking to actually take this best of 5 2-0. That will have mean they will have successfully defeated MYP and Phobia, who I believe were the 2 favourites to actually, or well, 2 of the few favourites to actually go ahead and win this. I know there were some other strong teams in there, such as Vision, like we saw earlier, who actually got knocked out as well by Tech. So a few little upsets in this open bracket.
Yeah, there is actually more upsets than what I thought there would be. I mean, when I was seeing the lineups earlier, I thought I named 3 different teams, and I thought, well, they'll take it, but obviously not so far, as there is only actually one of those teams left in. Joker Boy taking out Rush, Bottomberger, going to opt to jump up onto this middle helicopter now, has got himself the support of a head glitch, knows there's one on the back, going to give Chaos some cover fire now, manages to take out T1 with that huge grenade over and car bomb. Now that A bomb has gone down despite 2 players watching the B bomb there. Takes out Torres now. They know where Rev is. Now we are going to flick over, see what Rev can do to complete this 1v3. Can he take out Chaos, Joker and Realize? I highly doubt it, but he has kicked things off, taken out Realize. 28 seconds left on that clock now. Jumping to Dom away. Going to challenge that person on that head glitch. Not actually able to see him now. He needs to rush him. He hasn't got much time now. 20 seconds left on that clock. Sat at Dom away. Jumps over, takes out Chaos. Just Joker Boy left to take out. 14 seconds left on that clock. A bomb to defuse. He is too far away from that bomb, in my opinion. Unless Joker Boy is sat right there on top of him, he isn't going to do it. Joker Boy comes head on head with him and takes him out.
And you know what? I was going to say, just as you were saying that, sure, he just did pick up a brilliant kill while he was on those stairs. But it's not going to come to anything. He needed to get the defuse. Unfortunately, in a situation like that, you just quite literally have to throw yourself at the other player and hope for the best, because you need to get the defuse at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you're in that sort of situation, you can't really afford to sit back. I mean, I appreciate that, yes, you want to be tactical, you want to be more skillful and pick off the kills and be smart about things, but sometimes just whole hog rushing out might actually be the better method, as then at least will get the other players to reveal themselves to you. Now, we are going to see a Lockdown capture the flag 3rd map. Now, I did actually play Phobia the other day with a pickup team on this map, and on the bad side, of course, renowned on Lockdown, there is actually the very worst side. They did pick up that 1 flag and opt for a stalemate. We'll be going top team.
top team is going to be the Royal Flush lineup, and it's also going to be the more difficult side of this map.
And we are seeing us get underway first of all with Realise, who's opted for this Mannequins push. Joker Boy taking out Torres in the middle map. T1 taking out Joker Boy.
Oh, and the first... Oh, no, it's not first blood. I do apologise. But Rush is going to make the kill against Realise. Moose taking out T1. Rev taking out Chaos. So back and 2 here on the kill feed. Moose is just opting for that defensive play because you know what? If the Royal Flush lineup can actually just hold a draw, it will actually work in their favour when they go into the much more favourable side after 5 minutes.
What's the overall score, guys?
What's the overall score? It is 2-0 to Royal Flush. They won the first map, Capture the Flag Bootleg 2-1, and then they won Arcade and S&D second map 4-1. So fairly convincing so far from the Royal Flush lineup.
Yep, and let's not forget, whilst albeit it was Black Ops, the lineup you are seeing here for Phobia was the runner-up for EGL 4, which is a phenomenal achievement. So they're playing against the top team here and doing absolutely brilliantly against them.
Yeah, they are indeed. Now Joker Boy rushing through that middle corridor, taking out Torres. Going to reload, he's going at just the wrong time as Rush shuts him down with that MP7. Moose going to challenge Rush now. He's got his own MP7 and lying in wait.
And he's just going to bide his time here. He's no reason to push. He knew that someone was in that top corridor, and for a second there, it looked like Rush was going to get the better of him. No, he does not, but the Semtex comes into a weak Moose, and he will drop to the floor.
Realise team killing Joker Boy and gets taken out himself. Chaos left last alive against 4 Phobia players. He's going to run this flag straight to the spawn of his own teammates and hopefully get in some safety. Manages to get behind that tunnel now, avoid all grenades and stuns on the way. Despite some stuns flying over now, he has been dropped from Torres, but that flag is in a nice position for Royal Flush to defend. Despite the choke of Joker Boy, stunned himself unfortunately. Can Torres get that return? He has done so, and that flag is capped from Phobia.
And you know what, Joker Boy's gonna be annoyed with himself and that. He did have the potential to actually prevent that. It was never guaranteed, but you know, just little things like that, a stun grenade backfiring on you can cost you big time. Let's not forget this is the worst side of the map. A 1-0 deficit isn't the end of the world, and they can still bring this back.
Yeah, they've still got plenty of opportunity, of course. 2 minutes 25 on this side, 5 whole minutes on the what is known as the better side, so they've got 7.5 minutes left to do this.
Well,
Moose now.
Watching Moose as he goes up them stairs. A popular position for players just to look and use the long range of the ACR to see if they can pick anyone up right at the other side of the map.
Yeah, he's going for the defensive position on the back ivy in the top balcony area, just making sure that nobody can advance through that top arc. Joker Boy going huge with a 2-piece down that left-hand side, taking out T1 and Rush. Huge 3-piece taking out Torres as well with that knife. Well played there from Joker Boy, and Chaos taking out the 4th T1 straight off that spawn. Rev as well, also off the spawn to take out Chaos. Moose advancing through that middle. Realise taking out kills as well. They have got a good setup on here. Can Joker Boy capitalise and take that flag? He is doing so now. Somehow I just managed to know exactly what they planned on doing there. Joker Boy, the very aggressive and objective based SMG, straight on that flag. The heavy ARs supporting from Royal Flush, but unfortunately not able to get that all the way home, and could be on for a counter pull here for Phobia.
Well, I was going to say it was temporarily 4 down. Joker Boy was left on his own to try and run that flag home, and he did get dropped. The flag did return, and as you quite rightly said, I was expecting the counter, but fortunately those stuns connected just in time to actually prevent it being pulled, and it looks like the Royal Flush lineup have swarmed their home flag and are just trying to hold on to the 1-0 deficit.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, Rel, 1-0, it isn't the end of the world. They will then go onto the better side and could potentially just relay all day if they wanted to. If they get the right setup, which I know that these players do have the potential to do. I mean, you've seen strong AR inability so far. Of course, Joker Boy with that SMG objective play and that mind he has. He plays so unpredictable, I think, with Joker. That's what makes him hard to play against for other teams. But Moose just doing his job here on back ivy and has meant that nobody else can pull that flag away. Joker Boy going for a last second pull, but flag has been pulled away as well. Down that mannequin's side, 2 alive. One of them has the flag, and they have got them boxed in now. So whether they need to challenge that mannequins remains to be seen. Realise pushing in.
Yeah, it's probably going to end up 0-0 here. I can't see either of the flags being returned. It did get dropped by Moose, but it's going to come to nothing. So 1-0 in favour of Phobia. And something we should probably point out, the winners of this will advance into the grand final and therefore be playing for a place in the actual tournament of the top 8 teams, all in with a shot of winning $3,000, or it will be 2,000 to first place, 1,000 to second. But the winners of this game will be playing either Inft or Tech. We saw Tech play early when they defeated Vision, and we haven't seen INFT play yet.
Now, on paper, I would predict that Tech would be in the final against the winner of this lineup. But that, again, is just on on paper. That cannot be taken for anything, as we have already seen 2 or 3 upsets in this tournament. The flag has been taken by T1 now, and they are on the bad side. So what will they choose to do with it? But it has been dropped. Moose and Joker Boy, the culprits. Chaos pulling that flag straight into Rush, who was holding that mannequin side.
Okay, well, we have actually switched over now. We are watching Phobia. So let's see what is going on. I'm watching Rush, who is in mannequins. Let's see what Rush can do here. And he's seen someone right down there, and he's just waiting for the right moment to strike. Didn't reveal his position, playing this very, very cautiously. And he's just giving chase now. There we go. Finally makes the kill against Joker Boy. And we'll revert to this left-hand side to keep them trapped in spawn.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the amount of hints you had to give to Melmoth that we'd swap teams.
Very subtle, very subtle.
But now we are seeing Rush holding this mannequin side. Remember, they are leading 1 flag capture to 0, so they don't need to make any unnecessary pushes. But this time, his position was revealed as he's able to pull this flag away. Chaos with that flag realised, taking down Torres, who was pulling the enemy flag away. So what can Phobia do now? It's looking like they're opting for that stalemate. Realise going huge, taking out T1, taking out Rush as well. Rev has seen the enemy flag carrier, which was Chaos. He's taken him down. They've been challenged by Realise. Realise got that 3-piece, taking out Rev. They need to get that flag returned and capture that flag to tie things up, which has been done so. That, to be honest, all down to Realise. Huge play from him, and we are all tied up 1 apiece now.
Yep, and very, very early on, which means that the Royal Flush have 3 minutes here on the better side. But that said, T1 is going in. He's absolutely blitzing this. He's managed to get it back, and they could potentially just hold for a stalemate here and take it to stopwatch, as it is going to be difficult for them to actually exceed on points on this side.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Torres has still chosen to advance out, taking out Chaos, but Joker Boy has managed to pick up that flag. He has got 2 players in support. Now, I know that we said we'd stay on for a whole side, but do we really want to be watching the team do this?
Not exactly. I mean, we can switch things up. We'll see if anything happens here, because I imagine there's going to be at least one of the Phobia lineup who's going to be making a push. Of course, they want to take the win, but they are going big defense. And you know what, Gucci? I'm kind of thinking what you're thinking. We're not going to see much from Phobia for the rest of this game.
Now, I completely agree with the tactic. I understand that it is a good tactic. It's an effective tactic. It's one that does work. However, it doesn't make for the most interesting of gameplays there. We will just see T1 now move from bits of cover to bits of cover. So if I'm honest, I would much rather switch over and see how Red Bar can actually take them out. Chaos has made that flag get dropped. Can he advance forward? Moose has done so. Torres is going to have to come out of where he was hiding. Moose taking out 2 players there, has been taken out by Torres. Torres needs to help defend this flag momentarily and needs to go and pick it up before it automatically resets. Got himself a bit of time.
Yeah, he's going to have to do it sooner or later. There we go, gets picked up by Rev. Torres wanted to go back, manages to challenge Realise and wins the gunfight. Realise didn't even manage to empty a bullet there. But Torres here actually moving up. This is something that we were saying we wouldn't expect Phobia to do, but he wants to end it. He isn't gonna make the kill despite getting a lot of bullets there into the flag carrier, which would be Joker Boy.
Yeah, he has opted to run out now. Rush taking out Chaos, who was advancing onto his flag. Torres taking out Realise, who was defending the flag carrier, and now Torres has taken out the flag carrier as well. He's taken out 2 players, comes head on head. Can he make that challenge? There's 2 players left in front of him. He has been stunned. He needs to blow up that car that was in front of him, but no. Chaos takes out Torres. Moose takes out T1, and T1 took out Realise. So it's looking like this is all set to be a stalemate tie and tied 1 apiece on total flag caps. If Joker Boy can do anything, he does go huge with a 2-piece, makes Rev drop that flag. The trailing grenade from Rev meant that that flag is momentarily safe. Moose taking out T1. Will we see a last second return? Moose again going huge. Doesn't see Torres lay behind that vehicle, but Realise does. Can he jump on that flag? Realise huge 2-piece. No flag return though. Has actually come from Realise. Again the trailing grenade. That flag is going to get returned now. No, it hasn't. T1 taking out Joker Boy. So lucky for Phobia. So lucky.
Goodness. You know what? That was absolutely huge from T1 and those final 9 minutes. Look at this kill. If this kill was not made, that would have been it. Wow, that was absolutely brilliant from T1. I thought Joker Boy had it. Look how close he was. If that was Black Ops, if that was instant return, that would have been game over. But no, we are going into overtime. Let's just really quickly go over this. You know what? We're so bored of saying it. I think everyone knows by now. The team that can capture the flag the quickest is going to take this. Let's just leave it at that.
I'm glad you did that summary, Ral. I've been up since 4:30.
Yeah, we've prepared different ways. We've thought of exciting ways we can explain that to people. But at the end of the day, guys, whoever can capture this flag quickest is gonna win. That's just the way it goes. Well, we'll jump on board with the. Yeah, we'll go with the top team. Just keep it simple. That's what we've been doing throughout. Let's see who that is gonna be.
Let's go. Top team on board with the newly formed Royal Flush lineup here in the 3rd map of this best of 5 semi-final. They are currently leading 2-0 overall. I want to go on board with an aggressive player, the player that is rushing middle corridor. He is currently... Oh, he was currently stunned. That was Joker Boy. Torres taking him out and is advancing through. Rush manages to get the huge knife. T1 is pulling that flag. This is not going well for Royal Flush at the minute, but Realise does manage to take out the flag carrier and get the return.
Okay, and I was just having a quick browse of the chat there. Oh, flag was pulled, but does go down, interrupting myself. But while we have reached a bit of a lull in the game, Super Kira 995 just highlighting my orgasm after T1 shot, and a lot of people supporting T1 there, and indicating that Joker may have been raging somewhat.
To be honest, I've played with Joker for quite some time. He doesn't actually rage as much as what you think, but when he rages... My God, does he rage?
Yep, if you hit a nerve, then there you go. Still on this 0-0 tie, though. Realise does go down to Rush, who is going to be on spawns, but Joker Boy right underneath Rush. He's got to be careful because Rush is going to drop down on him. There we go. We've seen the flag pulled, and it's in the hands of T1.
Yeah, this is looking good for Phobia, and a safe cap momentarily 4 down for the Royal Flush lineup. It's not looking like they're going to have any way of preventing that flag capture unless Joker Boy can hit that nade. Makes him weak, but not managing to land the kill. 3 minutes 33 left on that clock when that went in. So that means that the Royal Flush lineup need to better that time on the countdown.
Okay, so that gives them 1 minute 27 seconds. Not long at all, but certainly doable. Remember that they will now be on the better side, so they've got that in their favour. But wow, 1 minute 27 seconds is nothing really. You know, Phobia could potentially just go heavy defence, although I do expect them to play passively aggressive.
Can we remind viewers that if they hit the little cog, they can change it to 720p?
You've just done that, Mel.
Well, if you guys can't hear Mel, we're not quite sure ourselves, but you can actually change the quality of the stream. If you want to flick it up to 720p, just hit the little cog in the bottom right-hand corner of the window. And similarly, you can lower the quality if that will improve your streaming experience.
So now we are going on board with Phobia first of all. However, to be honest, I want to get on board with the team that need to do it. I want to go on board with Royal Flush, to be honest.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with you, Gucci. I want to see
we'll
what
go
Royal
on
Flush
board with Royal Flush. I'm on board with Moose first of all. Now remember, they have got only 60 seconds now to capture a flag, which is why we are going on board with them. I think it will be the more exciting gameplay to watch. Moose trying to hold the spawns, has taken out Torres, but Rev has taken him out from top Ivy. Rush has taken out Chaos. Oh, huge kills coming in. Joker Boy with that 2-piece. That means 3 down. Tries to get that quick flag pull, not going to happen when Torres is straight off that spawn. Realise does manage to take him out though.
Well, Moose is going in once again, trying to connect those stuns, and remember they have about 30 seconds left. It is do or die, now or never. Moose needs to make these kills. He knows that someone's just tucked around this corner, and here we go. They can still do this, but the flag has been pulled by Rush.
Rush, in the attempt of that counter pull, he is trying to take it to the safer option, but Realise has stopped that. 15 seconds left now. Can anything be done? Huge knife coming in there. Was actually avoided. Moose needs to get this flag returned now.
Oh my goodness.
So it's looking like that has been captured, and that is 3-0 whitewash from Royal Flush. What a great first tournament they are currently having. Absolutely insane play there, taking down Phobia, beating their time of 1 minute 27 seconds on a capture the flag stopwatch. Absolutely insane play from Royal Flush.
And my goodness, that was absolutely brilliant.
They are actually so strong.
It was a really good stopwatch, that, guys. Huge play from every single member on the Royal Flush team. Let's not forget about Phobia. They did have an amazing first round of stopwatch, but the pressure was up against Royal Flush and they performed excellently there, which means they will advance now to the grand final of the open bracket. And I'm just trying to find out if we've got an update as to who they're going to be playing against.
I don't think we do.
So the other game is still going on.
Are we going to cut to a break, Mel, or do you want us to pad with some cringiness?
I think the cringiness is where we need yous.
It works. It does work, and I can confirm, actually, looking at the actual bracket on the website, it's going to be Tech. So it's going to be a Tech versus Red Bar grand final, which is going to be interesting. T1 has put tie question mark. I'm not quite sure why.
That definitely wasn't a tie. Was it?
No.
I don't think it was.
No, definitely not. That was definitely a Royal Flush win.
Yeah,
I'm not being
37 to 32, was it not?
Yeah. It was definitely a Royal Flush win. I can't be being stupid here. I know I have my moments, but I think the stream saw it as much as we did. Let's see what those guys have got to say.
Stream chat. Your thoughts on this?
So extreme gaming video, Rel Gooch and Melmoth Love.
I think that's Brycey. Huge shout out to Brycey. Of course, he did co-cast with us at I-45. Saying that was actually the first time that I met Brycey properly and had a decent chat with him. And to be honest, can't fault the guy.
Absolutely. Well, Momo has just made his appearance in my room at the moment while I'm commentating. So
Phil, you got knocked out by these.
Why not substitute Momo in to add some cringiness to the stream whilst we're trying to pad? I'm just going to pop him on the mic.
Rel.
I'm Gooch.
Oh, hey, mate.
Yeah, you are live on the WGL TV stream, Momo. How are you doing?
What's up, guys? Just tensing.
We are going to have an interview with My Pressure Momo. Now, how did this tournament go for you?
So done.
So done. Were you not happy after your game?
We came online and we screamed Josh's, and I think it was Josh and Tommy. They were like playing together for some reason, like in a pickup kind of team, and we just got absolutely rinsed. And then we went into the first game against the WGL team, and we won that. Jerd went 33-2, just saying. And then we played. I think it was this team actually.
Yeah, they just 3-0'd Phobia.
Oh, have they? I hope they win it, to be honest. But yeah, they just beat us. I think it was by 1 flag on CTF, and then Big Jucker Boy went in on S&D as usual.
That's what he does best, to be honest.
Yeah, I played awful. Not gonna lie. I think I went 0-4 on S&D. We lost 4-0, and I think I went like 10-18 on CTF, which was brilliant.
So not really the best of tournaments that you've ever had, Phil.
Exactly. Yeah, not the greatest.
But still, it could be a hell of a lot worse.
You could be Rel. Just look at him. Look at Rel.
You mean it could be worse? You could look like Rel.
Yeah, imagine being Rel.
I'd feel sorry for anybody that had to look like that.
I'm joking. Rel's the best. Rel gets all the babes. The e-babes. I know. Me and McGee and Julia are just about to start watching a film. Just thought you guys should know this.
Oh, that's so cute, Phil. Now you have right. I thought me and Rel were cringy, but then just throw you on here. It's just like, ouch.
So guys, no top.
You've got no top on. Thank God. Thank God we didn't have that three-way cam thing that we were actually going to have. Because before the start of this stream, we were actually going to have me and Rel on cam, but nobody had Skype Premium membership. so we couldn't actually have the phone call.
As well, one thing I want to get is the dual video, isn't it? Is that on Skype?
Yeah,
so
that would have been good.
The streams and stuff. Rel is literally flexing right now, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to pop Rel back on for you. It's been wonderful speaking to yourself, Gucci, and I actually hope that Joker Boys goes on and wins it.
Yeah, take care, Momo. Thanks for popping on.
See you later, guys.
I just wanted to say, I had a look in the chat, and someone called NCFC Skinny said, Gucci and Rel should be nature program commentators.
Rel, do you follow T1 on Twitter? Because somebody has just wrote in the chat. Look at what T1 just tweeted. That was from Super Kieran 1995. What has he put?
I do follow him, so let's have a look.
I'm gonna say I don't, so I could
let's see what's
do
going
with
on.
The lowdown on this one.
The crazy mind of T1. It's a tie. You randoms look theatre.
Oh.
Are we being stupid here? I'm so sure it's not a tie.
Mel. Calling
to
referee.
Me like it was 33-37.
I thought it was quite clearly a royal flush win.
Do we go and check the theatre, or are we just gonna?
Well, does somebody want to check it?
Why don't you check it live on stream? Oh no. Yeah, go and check it, Mel.
Well, I have it in my lobby, my theatre.
Yes.
It was a tie. Someone says it was a tie. Someone said it's not a tie. Someone said Amanda to commentate in the final. Someone said get in Levan. The end score was Gucci's greater than Rel, according to Mover.
Well, that is definitely correct. Thanks a lot, Mac.
Right, okay, Melmoth's gone
This
to check.
is where Melmoth can't figure out how to use the vault.
We all get to see this live as well, so...
Right, so this one is the one we want to check first, yeah? Second
we just need to see, yeah, okay. Oh, well, the stream's about 20 seconds behind.
Go with that one.
Oh, okay, so
1 minute 40.
Phobia, wow, Phobia are saying it was a tie. Matty Gommel saying it was a tie. Gooch, I'm so sure it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm sure Royal Flush won.
Chaos has just sent me a message saying we won by 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I don't know the exact, but roughly that amount. That's what I would say.
I've been Skyped by Realise they've put we got it at 3 minutes 38 and they got it at 3 minutes 32. So that's what I thought that was roughly right as well, to be fair. But we will check it live on stream, of course, just for the.
Just want to say, sorry, I know I'm interrupting you, but Connor is better than Gucci.
A lot of people are better than me.
What time did they capture it at?
1 minute and well, it will be 3 minutes 30.
Yeah, 3 minutes 33, 3 minutes 37ish. We're looking at. By the way, Gucci, I was only saying that because apparently someone's going to go murder Justin Bieber. I don't even know why.
Here we go. So tier caps it at 3 minutes 33. 3 minutes 33 was when tier 1 capped it.
Oh.
So write that down. 3 minutes 33.
I can remember that.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. No, that's the one we've got. It's the Royal Flush one.
So
yeah, I've got that. There's a guy on YouTube, and I like him because he's a nice guy. He comments sometimes on my videos, but his YouTube username is Cumshot of the Week.
He comments on my videos as
I like him. I do like him. He's a nice guy.
I actually love it.
I just see his username and it just brightens up my day. Because I've clicked on his YouTube and I can assure you there is no such videos on there.
There's no cum shots. Oh, I'd be
Definitely.
disappointed, I ain't gonna lie to you.
On the subject of cringy stuff, Gucci, we're planning an expedition to Alton Towers, I believe.
That will be one hella cringe.
Right, here we go.
I know.
Here we go. We're going in.
39. So yeah.
What? Quit your jibber jabber, T1.
Oh, Rel going huge right there. Flag cap 339, 338. Yeah, definitely won by 6 at least seconds.
Yeah, so.
And then they even rage quit that quick. What?
I think the important thing to remember here is, I am the best. That's all. That's what I'm getting out of this stream right now. I am better than everyone.
I think the important thing to remember is remember to subscribe to WGL TV, guys.
I thought you were gonna, Gucci. I thought you were gonna say your channel then. I thought you guys.
No, I wouldn't do that. But if you want to go and subscribe to my channel, guys, I'm just going to post a comment right now. Subscribe. But no, please do remember to subscribe to the WGL TV.
Yep.
This is where all of the tournament will actually be being streamed every Sunday night. I think we're going to kick it off around 8 PM every Sunday.
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
Yeah,
And we will announce the pro teams in the next 24 hours.
Or the next 24 hours, we will see the announcement of the pro teams.
How long do we think it's going to be streaming? Because I'm just trying to decide whether KFC takeaway may be necessary or not. Although I can't really eat. Do you remember that time we tried to eat and commentate, Gucci?
You can't. I'm sorry, but you can't multitask. You can't talk and type. You can't.
I'm terrible. I genuinely am terrible. It's not just the multitasking though. I remember at EGL 4, a guy called Villain, who is a nice guy and he helps me with a lot of my PC stuff, gave me some chocolates and I was just nomming him on the stream and then I realised that one of them was toffee.
EGL 5 that was, bud.
EGL 5 even, yeah, and it was toffee and it was just getting all stuck in my teeth and I was like, Gooch, cover me. I think I actually wrote on a piece of paper.
Yeah, you wrote, I can't talk the sweets. But no, me and Rel, we will actually have like 4-hour conversations on Skype because, you know, that's what we do. And to be honest, we only actually talk for about 2 of them because the other half of the conversation Rel's typing and can't actually have a conversation while typing to somebody else.
It's exactly true. It's a terrible trait. I am the stereotypical male. The Blazing, if you want a KFC talk to Lime, he does unboxings. I don't know if any of you have seen Lime's KFC unboxing review. It is quite humorous. I would recommend checking it out. Just waiting for this game to start though. Remember, this is the grand final now, so the winner of this team will advance into the 8 teams that will be battling it out for their share of $3,000. A lot of money for a free-to-enter tournament. 2,000 going towards first place, 1,000 to second place. There apparently is an argument going down on T1 and Moose's Twitter. Yo. This should be the entertainment for the evening. I've been involved in one of these myself. There will more often than not be a Twitter argument following a scrim or a show match or some form of gaming tournament, and it is always a little bit entertaining. Well, come on, guys. Let's not let it go any further than it's already gone.
Are Royal Flush, whatever they're called, are they ready?
Royal Flush.
I shall confer with one on the Skype chat. Are you ready for the grand finale?
Have a look. So it'll be interesting, guys. Who are you going to be supporting here? If you are watching this grand final, I should probably tweet this out actually while it is the grand final. How many viewers have we got? Just short of 200, not bad at all. Let's just tweet this out, and I'll put in block capital letters grand final. If anyone could just retweet that tweet and try and get some more viewers on there, would really appreciate it. I believe this is going to be a best of 5.
Isn't
still.
it?
It is.
Are both teams ready? I know Tech are ready.
Gucci, you're the man with a...
Realise has just Skyped me. Yeah, let's go. Also, do you know Tommy is streaming?
Yeah, Tommy is streaming his own point of view for a few guys in Germany. So
that's okay. If it's we'll let you
your
off.
point of view, that's fine. We're not going to complain about that. But
okay, so I believe we're good to go. First map, is it going to be lockdown capture the flag?
Yeah, it is indeed. So
yep, it's I mean, like we're saying, Gooch, a phenomenal prize for a free-to-play tournament. And you know, a low team count as well, so all to play for. And gaming, it's just starting to get more and more serious. You know, it's already happened in America where people do compete on computer games as a profession. I know StarCraft 2 players are earning 6-figure salaries just for playing computer games. We'll go top team and see what Joker Boy could do, which is who we've defaulted onto.
We are on board with Joker Boy using that aggressive PP90 for this round. He is going to rush through the middle corridor and get stunned as soon as he ventures in there. Stuns have flown in from middle map as well. He has managed to get his nade off and not pick up any hit markers, so that means nobody has penetrated the middle corridor from the Tech pickups lineup. And Joker Boy is through free and clear, but comes head on head with Nalad and falls short.
Well, flag has been pulled very, very early. Chaos managing to prevent that going any further than it already did. Moose in a spot of trouble, though. He was unable to shut down Tommy, who has taken out Chaos. And Moose really needs to just get in there and prevent this somehow. But they know exactly where he is.
We are seeing Moose getting double stunned in this bottom art side as somebody's pushed in. That was Network Kyle, gets shut down from Moose. That's a nice play. Again, he has been stunned. I'd be annoyed that there was 3 stuns and a Semtex from Josh that flew in, but this flag is being pulled away down to the safety of Churchside from Joker Boy. The flag is in each team's hands. Tommy with the flag for the tech pickups. Joker Boy with the flag there. Did momentarily drop it, but has been picked up by Moose, who has got that ACR, which to be honest will be much better when defending this flag, although he doesn't have the support of any teammates as he is sat in this corner.
Yeah, and this is looking really, really good for Royal Flush. Apologies because I did just tweet out the team name as Red Bar. I'm still looking at the WGL website and getting confused. It is Royal Flush that they're playing under. But, you know, like you're saying, this is good. This is good news for Royal Flush. They will happily take a tie. For this side, it's the harder side, and if they can go into round number 2 of this capture the flag on a 0-0 draw, that's going to be great news for them.
Moose still holding his own now. He has actually been heavy weakened by the enemy team. Josh taking out Chaos. That flag has been ran towards him. Can he do that? Yes, again, huge play from Moose. I'm telling you, everything I've seen Moose do on this stream so far tonight has been pure gold. He is absolutely on fire. He's going to advance now. He does need to make that return. That is 3 down momentarily. Chaos has returned that flag. It's looking like Moose is going to be able to run this in. Chaos taking out Josh. Moose gets the flag. Chaos with that huge 2-piece in support. And now that means that the formerly known Red Bar team, now Royal Flush, are winning 1-0 on the bad side of lockdown. This is looking very good for them at the start of this game.
And you know what I absolutely love about this tournament is this little open bracket is separating the men from the boys, and we're seeing these 2 top teams of the open bracket battling it out here for the chance to play the very, very top teams hand-selected, which is going to be an absolutely brilliant tournament for you guys to watch because every single game will be of the best, the creme de la creme, for a huge cash prize.
Yeah, now we are seeing shots being exchanged up that top art area. That was Moose again doing some defensive work, and like I said, look at him, 8-1 if you just bring up the back button now with that flag capture as well, held at that far right ever so well. Kyle has just taken out Joker Boy in the top art, and Moose is aware of this, so he's just being cautious.
Yeah, Moose is on an absolute rampage, and you know what, he's playing it slow now, but he is doing the exact right thing. Why push out? There is absolutely no need when he can just pick up kills that easily. And the flag has been picked up there. My screen has just gone black. I'm waiting for it to turn on. There we go, 3 down.
Kyle took a 2-piece there with the defenders that realised, managing to drop Josh, who was the player running that flag. So has managed to stall it up for a few seconds, but I don't think anybody's actually going to be able to do this because of the setup that the tech pickups will actually have on that church side. They will be able to prevent them rushing out of there. So we are going to see a 1-1 tie. But remember that Royal Flush are on the bad side here, so this, to be honest, is a good result for them if it ends like this.
Absolutely. Well, Joker Boy in a prime position to pick up 2. Only manages to get 1 though as Kyle blitzes his way through, making a big push on the flag. And Chaos somehow out of nowhere manages to pick that kill up against Naylad, and he's going to pull this flag and try and run it back.
Yeah, he is receiving bullets in from the middle map as well, though. He has been stunned as well. Kills being exchanged. Moose with a 2-piece and getting taken out by Josh. That car's going to explode next to Chaos. Unfortunately, can't get away from it quick enough. Naylad managing to realise that and blow that up. Now, the flag is happy to sit there from the point of view of Royal Flush. Joker Boy going to pick that up and run away. Jumps over the sandbags, gets that flag a centimetre closer to safety each time he does so. Moose going to opt for this far corner yet again. Now, remember, we did see Phobia do this, but it will actually play out better for Royal Flush as they are drawing 1-1 at this present moment in time and just need to stall it up for 13 seconds.
Yeah, and as Monokip has pointed out in the actual stream chat, we're going to be looking at teams possibly like Optic, Quantic, Envy from America. We've got teams like TCM Prophecy from the UK, from the European scene.
Allegedly.
And this is what I wanted to follow up by. This is only the alleged teams. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but rest assured it's going to be the top teams, and it should be an absolutely brilliant watch for all you guys.
So we are going to change things over now. Get on board with the tech pickups. I've instantly defaulted to Josh, who is mid-turn on now. Gets taken out by Chaos, but will pick up that grenade kill and kills being exchanged. And I have defaulted to Tommy, who is watching that middle map and fire area.
Yeah, he's just hoping someone's going to present themselves, which they have. Tommy should be able to make the kill, which he does against Realize, picking up the headshot. And now sweeping around to the left-hand side. Does spot the stun grenade, but Chaos is on form. Manages to pick up the kill to be answered back by Naylad.
Kyle now just lying in wait on this top art area. He's going to wait for Joker Boy to advance up. Does manage to take him out. He's doing a bit of defensive work with that PP90 again. Just lying in wait.
Yeah, just hoping someone's going to come around the corner, but now he has the support of his teammates. He's changing corner. Tommy takes out Moose. Kyle is going to push up now, knowing that there is one less player to be worrying about. And if he just peeks through this top window, he should be able to take out Joker Boy, who isn't having the best game here. He's 4-13. This is not the Joker Boy that we've seen in the previous games. And if he can pick up his game a little bit, then we should be seeing a possible lead for the squad.
Yeah, I would have thought it would be more convincing if Joker Boy could pick that up, but on board with Tommy now, he's advancing towards that flag, but Naylad has done the work for Tommy. Just needs to make sure that nobody flies in and picks up a kill.
And so I was just checking my Twitter feed there. As I did say, sorry, I tweeted out saying it was Red Bar playing and I choked and someone just put nothing new.
Tommy now double stunned. Chaos, huge two-piece. Realize taking out Tommy as well. Naylad last alive and is the only player that can prevent the flag cap, but he is far too far away, so that means that the Royal Flush lineup will be going into the lead. No relay for them though, as Naylad manages to take out Realize that was lying on the spawns, but it does mean that the Royal Flush lineup are 1-0 in the lead.
Okay, well, let's keep watching Naylad and see what he can do. As you're saying, there is a net difference of 1 in favour of Royal Flush. So we should be seeing a more aggressive tech if they want to take this first round. This is best of 5, so things could definitely change later on. Joker Boy does go down again, taking his overall kill to death, 6-14. Hate to point it out, but he's not having a great game here, and hopefully he'll be able to step it up in the later stages of this best of 5.
Yeah, Kyle has got the flag for tech pickups, and also Chaos has got the flag for Royal Flush, but Royal Flush will be happy for them to just go and sit in stalemate. It is Royal Flush who are currently leading 2-1, but that flag has been dropped. Tommy taking them out and getting the flag return as well. Joker Boy was behind Kyle. Josh going to have to challenge that. Josh, huge two-piece taking out Joker Boy and Moose. Goes for the middle guy, doesn't manage to take out Realize. Realize could get that flag return if he moves quick. Not able to do so yet. Team kill from Chaos onto Realize. Tommy picking up the flag. Kyle will have got a player stunned, but that flag has gone in, and that's unfortunate there.
Yeah, but it is going to be 2-2 overall now. Both teams are tied, but there is still time for something to happen. Moose does have the flag, does he? Oh no, he does go down, so the flag is away from the base, and it's going to be Realized now, and here we go. We're seeing both flags be pulled.
Yeah, both flags are being pulled again, same different route, but that flag has been returned, which is looking better for Tech, but Chaos managing to sneak around and take out Josh. Joker taking out Tommy as well. He has actually managed to pick up his game a little bit now. Joker Boy only 10-16, which is a lot better if you look at the kill-death ratio from what he was on earlier, but now not looking fantastic. 2 down, 3 down now for the Royal Flush lineup, was going to call him Red Bar.
It's so hard, isn't it? We're so used to it because we've just been when we were having a look at the bracket, we were getting used to the teams. In any case, it is 1 minute left on the clock. Scores are tied. An incredibly close game from what can only be considered the underdogs of Royal Flush, squaring up against the pickup team of Tech, but with the more experienced players within there, at least LAN experienced players, who you would expect to be dominating this game.
Yes, however, I think Realize's count of LAN is actually 9.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I do apologise. Realize has been to some, but what I suppose a better way of rephrasing it is the more achieved lineup. Of course, the Tech lineup does have Tommy in there, who I think is arguably the most achieved player without a doubt from any of the players currently playing at the moment.
Yeah, yes, yeah, without a doubt.
Oh, here we go, watching Josh. He's unable to shut down. Realize goes big. Both flags have been pulled, and with 10 seconds left, something could definitely change here.
No, it's looking like Kyle has supported Tommy well there. He's watched his back as he's managed to run that round. Will have just called out that player running to him, but nothing can happen with only 1 second left on that clock. We are going to see overtime, capture the flag, lockdown, first map in the grand final of the Creative WGL Pro-Am Tournament Qualifier, this one night cup here.
It is a tie. Just please tell me it's a tie, Gucci.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because someone put in the Christian FX, both teams are tied, played well. Don't confuse me like this. I have a tough time remembering things. It's not easy being me. And why has someone put get carpet out of eSport? I don't understand what you're saying, Raf plays. Where is the carpet? Maybe he just likes laminate flooring, I don't know. Anyway, here we go into overtime. I am correct, thank goodness for that. I've choked way too many times on team names. At least I can get the scores right.
Top or bottom?
We're going to jump on board with top team. I like just sticking with top. You see, it's one thing I can remember. Just go top every time. Lead the simple life.
I take it you're a top man and Gucci's the bottom man.
Yeah, I'm always on top, aren't I, Gooch? Gooch, don't just leave it an awkward silence. Don't. I could see the tumbleweed roll past on the screen. Gooch, please talk.
Oh no.
We found the chink in his armour.
Oh dear me.
You're not supposed to... See, I don't kiss and tell, Rel. That's the problem.
Right, enough of the homosexual innuendos. Let's get into the game. 30 seconds gone already, and boy did that time fly. Now Kyle is mid-map at the moment in a prime position to pick off Joker Boy, who just volleyed right in front of him.
Right, I do need to regain my focus now and get on in this game. Kyle getting taken down by realises he did push that flag, did have a teammate with him who has now chosen to pull that flag, which was, of course, Tommy. Josh doing a bit of defensive work. Tommy managed to take out Realise. Josh taking out Joker Boy, who was advancing onto that flag. There is a player left on catwalk. Josh going for that long-range PP90, but in the middle map, Tommy has been dropped by Chaos. That flag can still get captured. Not as much time on that clock from what we saw against the Phobia team when they had the flag up that close. Realise doing work. Kyle, is he going to be able to get this flag in? No, he isn't, not yet. Oh my god. They had so many different pushes then towards that flag. Not actually managed to capture it in the end. That went so close. Joker Boy, we got the final return and is now pulling the flag home. But Naylad, with the support of his teammates, is going to get this down towards that church side. Has been dropped by Chaos. Chaos and Joker Boy all getting kills. It's looking like that is going to go in. And watch that timer, 3 minutes 19. Remember that, 3 minutes 19 seconds, guys.
That's 3 minutes 19 underlined. I'm putting a box around it. I'm even going over it in my pen. 3 minutes 19 seconds. So there we go. Brilliant play there.
It's not easy to make spaghetti.
I saw that as well. I was wondering what he was on about, Melmoth.
I've no idea.
It's not that easy to make spaghetti.
Yeah, it was a comment in the chat.
I'm sorry, but I struggle with jam on toast.
Yeah. It's a strange thing to request Melmoth to say. Hashtag Rel on top. Brilliant. Apparently I out-cringed you, Gooch, as well. And there was another comment which actually was a good point that I think, maybe not now because we'll stick to the top team again so we can see the other side, but it's probably better actually watching the bottom team on this particular map.
Yeah, I've thought this before, however, I've just always gone with top team.
Yeah, that's just
so
kind
you are right, whoever
we'll do
made
that in
comment,
future.
we should do that in future.
What's happening here?
We're having... well, I've just experienced some lag from some of the screens. There we go. I don't think Tommy's actually managed to connect properly, so we will see a change.
Can you explain to me what a rustler is, Gucci? Oh my god! That's
I
the
don't know
burger.
what a rustler is.
I thought it was like... Because someone was commenting, rustle your Jimmy's, Rel, and I wasn't sure what he was on about.
I think Jimmy's are pyjamas.
Okay. So Gucci King rustling.
As in Jim Jams? Jimmy Jammies? I don't know. I'm going for it.
Hashtag Get in the Van is still going strong. If people don't know what this is about, just to summarise, I was live streaming last night, and what basically happens on my live stream, which is twitch.tv/the VP Brothers, if you want to follow it.
Don't
I try and
follow it, it's horrendously bad to watch.
Well, I try and start off serious. I do some gameplay, I show the webcam, play a bit of Diablo 3, and the end result of the night either involves me playing some random game on the internet and people just laughing at me failing at it or getting scared, or people encouraging me to white knight people. So we ended up finding a nice young girl called Amanda. The best thing about this is Gucci people think I'm serious, but people who watch the live stream know it's all just a joke. But that we were trying to think of some chat-up lines and the stream was helping me, and we concluded that the best chat-up line was get in the van. it didn't go down too well.
Did it really not?
Well,
I've used that before.
No.
Worked like a charm, I tell you.
I remember someone on one of your videos, Gucci, it was either Shizzle, I think it might have been Shizzle, put with a bag of sweets and a cheesy smile. Gucci's a superb paedophile. Yeah, I think it was in a rhyme, I think.
With a packet of sweets, a wink and a smile, Gucci is a fucking paedophile.
This stream is this.
I'll tell you what, guys. Thank you to everybody on the WGL TV stream right now. You have made my night worthwhile. Not going to lie to you. Thank you to each 217 of you. While you're here, if you can remember to like the video, it does help. I believe it will be going out as a VOD, meaning you can watch it back at any point if you want to relive the experience of myself and Rel. Melmoth chipping in from time to time.
We have had over 1,000 playbacks already.
We've had 1,000 playbacks. Thank you very much to everybody out there.
And Swayzer Games made me chuckle. Get Rel out of esports and into the van.
Fair comment. But no, if you can subscribe to the channel, guys, it really does help out a lot. If you can gooch for royal family. Hang on, which royal family does he mean? Yeah, the one with a fat bloke sitting in a chair all day, or the one with the queen and the corgis? Which one do you mean?
Explain yourself.
Hashtag strokes beard.
But yes, we are approaching the midnight hour.
You know what? Just because I haven't done it much, I'd just like to ask every 215 people watching this stream to go and follow me on Twitter. It's at Gucci, GOOCHHYY. While there is no gameplay for you to be entertained by, just flick on Twitter, follow me. I post some random stuff on there. A lot of it's cringy, but
I was going to say,
me at Melmoth, I might actually announce the pro teams there first.
Exactly. Yes, that is a good point. It's M3. Hold on, M3LM0TH if you want to follow Melmoth. I would say follow me, but to be honest, some idiot has boosted my followers and it's extremely annoying because people think I did it, so it doesn't really mean anything to me anymore.
You know what's funny is if I already know all the pro teams, so if I sniped Melmoth like people do on eBay with like 2 seconds left to go, I could be the official announcer of the pro teams.
So what you're trying to say, Gucci, is you effectively run esports right now. you have esports by the balls, by the metaphorical
I think
testicles.
we should try that, Gucci. Let's see how that works out. For
I don't think it'll work out too much. What crisps are you eating, Mel?
I'm eating Doritos. I got them at EGL 5.
Oh my!
They're not out of date yet.
I didn't. It was just too obvious.
Nice little promotion there.
That would have been
Gamblers Anonymous. Yeah, I do tweet out when I put bets on, and
I have been meaning to ask you, but we're totally going off track. But you know what? It's either this or adverts. But Gucci, you have been having a fair few flutters on the old football.
I put my first bet on a horse today as well.
Oh.
It won. I put it on each way, and it won. So I lost some money. Like for potential profits, I lost because I put it on each way, which meant I covered my own arse more than anything. But still, a win's a win. Profit is profit.
I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the Rel bet. It's just a short story while we're waiting, but at EGL 5, me and Extreme Academy actually went out to the casino. I forgot what it was called now, and it's going to drive me mad.
Casinos, Rel.
Well, it was the Grosvenor G, that was it. And the Rel bet is effectively just continually put all your money on 20 on roulette. Because what happened is I lost everything, and I told Brycey to do it, and he won £200, I think, around that amount. So I'm looking forward to going to the casino again next EGL because it's going to be in Blackpool again. So if any of you guys are old enough and can restrict yourself from spending over a certain amount like I did, then feel free.
I'll tell you what, I'd actually love like Bet365 or something to pick up the LAN. Imagine putting an accumulator on who would win at a certain game.
You can't
That would
actually bet.
actually-
You can't actually bet on WGL league matches.
That would actually be amazing. But if they could implement that in LAN tournaments, I genuinely would start some accumulator going.
We've had it now in WGL for about 2 years. You can bet.
Oh,
on
well,
games.
apparently we're a little bit behind the times here over on Deserto.
The problem is, because teams could fix it, because, not that I would like to imply this would happen, but let's just say Momo decided to put £1,000 that his team would lose. You could influence that somewhat. That would be the only problem, I suppose. But we all know that Momo would not jeopardize his placement for any amount of money because he loves a good LAN.
Now, I've just spoken to Realise to try and get the lowdown on what is happening. He says, I don't have a clue, we're waiting to play.
I
So
think
that
Right.
sheds
there's
some
some
light.
issue. We're trying to get Tommy back in.
Oh, is that the
Okay.
issue? Is Tommy...
Tommy's having a bit of difficulty maybe getting on. I've got 12 new interactions. Let's see what's going on. Swizz has said, put Rel in the van and drive into the sea.
Alright, I have always loved
good.
Swizz. Oh, the game
we
has
need
done
to
a
do
live...
an update, guys.
The game has done a live update, so we all need to go and go to
Ah.
dashboard, get the live update, and
BRB.
and then we can get back in the game.
Get our heads in the
Dashboard.
game.
Oh my god, dashboard in mid game.
Oh, this is literally it. It is the epitome of of gaming. We have every single player has just dashboarded. Makes you think sometimes, Gooch. Let's see what else is going on Twitter. Hashtag Rel on top. Think you should go creeping again tonight. Please stream. It's such a good night, and it is a good laugh. I do enjoy streaming, having a bit of a laugh with everyone watching. But I will be honest with you. I got 3.5 hours sleep last night, and I have to be up at 6:30 tomorrow. So I don't think I'll be streaming tonight. But stay tuned. I'll be streaming throughout the weekend, especially Friday and Saturday night, because let's face it, unless it's LAN, I'm not going to be going out. Let us be honest. So, Gucci, more about our Alton Towers expedition. We need to get this arranged.
We do.
We're trying to decide whether we want to bring Momo along, because on one hand, me and Gooch love a good bonding session, but on the other hand, we are heterosexual men and don't want to come across
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Well, I think, to be honest, also, as I am an honorary member of the VP Brothers, I am...
You're like a stepbrother.
Yeah, I'm VP brother from another mother.
Exactly.
I think your mum and dad would adopt me if I asked them, so I think we should just do that, and then I can move into Phil's old room in your house.
My mum said you were a pleasant young man when you came round.
She clearly never watched my YouTube videos, that's all I'm saying.
I think, I'm trying to think, one of your best, as of late, YouTube videos was certainly the angry shower one. That shower, man, Gooch.
The worst day of my life.
Yeah.
For those of you that haven't seen it, www.youtube.com/x Gooch O. Go
Isn't
and
it-
look at the worst day of my life.
Isn't it brilliant how I find the most entertaining thing at the moment as the worst day of your life, Gucci?
Oh, see, now that's very sadistic in a
But
way.
just to make a point that tonight, Rel, you've spoken more in the last few hours than you did the whole weekend of I-45.
The thing is, this is true. I'm not even going to deny it. But the reason was I had such an awful commentating team with me. I found it impossible to commentate with them.
You pretty much came to I-45, passed out on the floor, got up and went home.
It was horrible. I think it was the second day, because you know when we woke up that second day, Gucci, and you were teabagging me in the corridor? It was from that moment onwards that I was like, this
It's
isn't gonna
because you
be a
saw
good
my
day.
ball bag.
Because do you know what the thing was? I really wanted to get there on the Friday and start off with.
Rel,
Yeah, I know you
accept-
guys had
accept the
problems.
invite, Rel.
I'm in the game. I'm in the game.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hang on, so have we got to play stopwatch now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
I've lost complete track. We've been talking cringy, random stuff. But for everybody's future reference, I will be joining Rel on a few live streams
Yes.
at night time, so that can only end well.
Our plan is as soon as I get my new HDMI cable, we're going to be tackling Spec Ops, Gooch, and speaking our minds as we do so.
Speaking
we'll have
our minds.
We'll have a
Well,
variety of topics to discuss.
Can Melmoth be the first one?
Oh, we want to discuss Melmoth. Do we want to just talk about him? What do you have some stuff about Melmoth I don't know about, Gooch? That's what I want to know.
I know plenty about Melmoth.
Oh, interesting.
Me and Melmoth have like 5-hour conversations in the middle of the day about esports because clearly I've got.
So,
It's
Melmoth,
true.
are you trying to?
Gucci aspires to be like me because just now Gucci's a loser at the young age of the early 20s, and soon he can be a loser at the age of 30. So
you've got a lot to live up to, Gooch.
I know, right? Yeah.
But God, I'm just requesting Momo, king of the WGL forums, as an honorary VP member. Make it happen. Someone's just sent me.
I've just had that message as well.
Yeah, someone's sent me an Xbox Live message as well, saying it's from Psychoticize.
I've had that. Mono Kip is the carpet.
Is the carpet a reference I don't know about?
Is this like a WGL inside joke?
Well, that Psychoticize guy, basically what happened was the first time, I shouldn't be telling this story, but it's pretty funny. Basically, he nearly lost his virginity one night and somehow managed to shoot his load in her belly button. So.
Oh. God.
That's some American Pie shit right there.
Is this
a true story? It's a true story.
But Rel, at least he's got further than you.
Whoa. Au contraire, Monsieur Legooch. Because as will be revealed in a future VP Brothers Twitch stream,
You don't want to reveal that in a tweet like
I will explain the story of losing my virginity. But anyway, let's go into this game.
Yeah, you need a good couple of weeks to think of a realistic story, don't you? That's what it is.
Exactly. Let's go bottom team, do it.
Let's do it. Let's bottom team, right. Hang on. Okay. This is the second half now.
Did you notice how quickly it came to life there when you said bottom?
Yeah.
Ah, no. Anyway, we need to... Hang on. Right. 3 minutes 19. I've just had buzzing in my head.
3:19.
Have we already seen Royal Flush capture a flag in 3:19?
Yes, I've got on my piece of paper in front of me. I have 3:19 and a picture of a boat that I drew for some reason.
Okay, but Josh straight on the attack. Joker Boy shuts him down. No flag capture for you, Josh.
Yep, Josh is out and 30 seconds in. Remember, there is not much time to actually get this flag capture. Less than 2 minutes. Tommy has made an advancement and he is well and truly on those spawns. Anyone going up those stairs is going to get shut out, as Realize has just done.
Now, Tommy. Straight taking out Moose, going for top art, gets taken down by Chaos. Josh trying to pull this flag away, opting for the safety of Mannequins, not getting far though as Chaos shuts him down. And now the flag, in turn, is being pulled by Royal Flush.
Oh, but Naylad has killed him just before he reached those arches, and he's going to be able to cover that flag. Meanwhile, Kylie's running this all the way home. The flag does get picked up, but so many bullets have been entered into Moose now, and finally it does go down. Naylad doing brilliant work here, top corridor.
Yeah, he is opting for that Magnum. Bit ambitious from him. Josh managing to get the return. Oh, is that exceeded?
Yep. That's gonna be it. There we go. GG. Tommy knifing all of his team. The 3-piece by Tommy to finish this off.
Oh yeah, winning.
the game is over. I do just want to as well direct everybody to my Twitter because Kersey has put together a nice little picture. He's added you in it as well, Gooch. I don't know if anyone is familiar with the website Brazzers.
Only end badly.
I've not. I'm going to be quiet, but yeah. So anyway, if anyone wants to check the Twitter and look at that picture,
I do completely apologise for that. The huge break that we did have sent me completely off topic. And I didn't even realise who was winning what, when, and how. But Tech won that. Thank you to the stream chat. That is why you are there. You keep me on topic. So TEC have gone 1-0 into the lead in this grand final of the Creative WGL Pro Amateur Tournament Qualifier. Of course, the actual tournament itself will take place kickoff on Sunday. Did you say, Melmoth, that the first Sunday is actually 9 PM, whereas all
this Sunday's a 9 PM start because we have... Who's the other?
I think Vanity are doing a charity weekend.
Charity event. Yeah, so we're going to delay it by 1 hour just for 1 week only. Just because we want to work with the community against it.
Psychoticize has just messaged me on Xbox saying, I took it deep from Melmoth, fair play.
This is true. This is true.
Verified. You heard it here first. WGL TV. I love all these stories that you had. I think we all heard the Deserto podcast. You came out with some brilliant ones about, I forgot his name, the commentator from Mana, yeah, that was brilliant. But here we go, Search and Destroy will go once again on board with the attacking side, which is going to be bottom, and I'm starting off with Josh.
You said bottom. Right, so we are kicking things off with Josh, who's opted for the ACR on this map, bootleg Search and Destroy. Their team are currently winning 1-0 in the best of 5, so only 2 maps remaining to actually win, and he's going to go over and watch the platform side.
Yep, and he's going to play this slow. You're not going to see extremely aggressive play most of the time on Search and Destroy, but with that said, Kyle has managed to shut out Joker Boy. First blood goes to Tech, but here answering back is Chaos, leveling things out to 3-3.
Yep, Josh still opting to watch this platform side, tags bullets into somebody there over on the boxes. Kyle continuing his run of kills there, now 2-0, taking out Chaos as well. Josh knows there is somebody circling around the platform side, doesn't want to leave it, gets on the head glitch but gets dropped by Moose and then back pricks Tommy, hit marker with the sniper.
And that has got to be frustrating, yeah. I mean, if you're using a sniper, you really do want to be making 1 bullet kills. Tommy has managed to find an ACR, which is going to be a lot more useful in this situation because the bomb has gone down and things are looking good for Tech.
Moose out of nowhere there, but Tommy was wise to him. Now we are seeing Realise left 1 versus 2 against Kyle and Tommy. Kyle already taken out 2 and got that bomb plant. Tommy now, smart play to go and pick up Josh's ACR, knew exactly where it was, went over to it and has got that. Now this is far too much for Realise to do, unfortunately, and Tommy's going to pick up that kill.
Yep, the task was way too big for him and there was too many people left alive. Final kill goes to Tommy, which puts Tech 1-0 ahead. Remember, they did just win that capture the flag. So overall in this best of 5, it's 1-0. And could this be the end now of Royal Flush's brilliant performance throughout this tournament? Only time will tell.
So, kicking things off, going on board with the attacking side once again. We are now on board with Royal Flush, and I'm on board with Chaos, the bomb carrier, and an aggressive SMG on this side by the look of things. He got a stun hit marker early on and has pushed into the B-bomb, but Joker Boy has managed to take out that kill, but has been killed in turn by the grenade of Naylad. Chaos just making sure he watches up top, but Enigma Realise has taken out Tommy.
Yeah, but it's 3 versus 2, and this is a really good opportunity now for Royal Flush to get back into the game. Chaos spotted someone, but shot a little prematurely, much like Psychotics. Let's see if if he can get this plant down with half the bomb planted. Things are looking good with Realise picking up that kill.
20-second Psychotics.
I think it was Psychoticise actually, but nevertheless that round is going to go in favour of Royal Flush and it's going to be 1-1 now on the scoreboard.
Melmoth, I don't believe you changed sides when you should have done.
Sorry guys. Sorry.
Yeah, the stream chat are not happy with you. Can you please rectify your errors
What side
for
you
next
want me on?
round?
What side you want me on?
You have to change every round. We'll always be on the attacking side because
We like
that's
to
the most
confuse you.
entertaining.
We like to change as much as possible just to increase the chance.
Go on board with Josh again.
chances.
He's gone aggressive. He's gone
Let's see what he
aggressive,
can
is Josh. He's pushed that middle map. He's been tagged in the back, but he's still managed to get away. That's just the sort of player that Josh is. His teammates have died around him though. He's got Moose and Chaos left to kill. He's got Naylad in support with him, so it's 2 versus 2, and they are currently tied 1 apiece.
Oh, and Josh does spot someone who's been unable to pick up a kill so far in this game, and he really doesn't want to go on a 0-3. We've said it once, we'll say it again. It is a little bit embarrassing when the commentators and streamer are performing better than you. So he's just going to take his time behind this tuk-tuk van. Got to be careful that it doesn't set on fire and explode in his face. 2 versus 2, though, certainly achievable for the Tech side.
Yeah, and now we are seeing Josh push alongside. Surely there was 1 cages, though. I thought there was 1 cages. Maybe Josh doesn't think there's 1 cages, and to be fair, Josh is a better player than me, so he's going to ignore cages and the A-bomb in turn and go straight up to platform, see if he can actually pick up that bomb down. He's done a little bait jump there, seeing if anybody's going to challenge him, not looking like they are actually going to, but Chaos taking out Naylad, and that sounded very close to Josh.
Yeah, Josh has got to be careful. I think they do know that the bomb is in that vicinity, maybe even its exact location. And Josh is aware of this. He's playing it very cautiously, very cleverly. He is going to make the kill against Chaos with his position revealed anyway. He did try and make a lunge for the bomb, but it is in a difficult position to actually pick up.
Oh, not for Josh, though. He has managed to retrieve that bomb and go and see if anybody has noticed it missing. They haven't yet come to him. He has managed to run away and then challenge them. Nobody's coming towards him. He thought perhaps that they might. Has seen one back green, shut down by Moose.
Yep, so here we go. For the first time we're seeing Royal Flush take the lead. 2-1. If they can take this search and destroy, it'll put them in a lot better position, and it will essentially be a best of 3 moving forward from there. This is the grand final of the open bracket for the WGL. It's the qualifiers. The winning team out of these 2 will advance into the main tournament, where the 8 top teams will be battling out for their share of $3,000.
$3,000 is a very impressive prize fund. On board with Chaos now. He has been stunned as he entered that middle map area. Double stun now. Joker Boy has been taken out by Kyle.
Kyle, oh, he is going to find Chaos. A brilliant shot, throwing himself around the corner. And Kyle is one of those people that I really do feel is underrated in the scene. I'm not going to imply anything. Well, I kind of am by saying this, but I do think he has an advantageous connection, but I don't want to take anything away from him because he's played solidly at lands, and as you can see from the stream, his style of play is something that is certainly beneficial to the tech lineup.
You pretty much stabbed him in the back while shaking his hand right there.
Pretty much, that is exactly what I did.
I disagree about the advantageous connection, because I only ever saw him for the first time actually play at LAN. I didn't really know much about him until LAN, and he impressed me at LAN. They placed top 12? No, they placed top 10?
Possibly. This is a little bit off topic actually, but we saw Ryder playing under Vision earlier on. He was actually playing under the Tag Network Ryder. He's just signed in though GWH Ryder. So whether he's changed teams to Gamer Warehouse, whether the whole lineup has changed, I'm unsure. But keep your ears out for that and try and find out what's going on.
Who was it earlier that had a GWH streamer join the lobby to actually stream for them?
Yeah, Gamers.
Royalty Flush, was it not? Game and Royalty.
Not entirely sure.
It actually was, yeah. It was Royalty Flush. So interesting. So we'll try and get a little bit of an update on that. We'll keep our eyes on Twitter.
Can we flick over on board with Chaos? He's left 1 versus 3 and got a bomb to defuse. So exciting times for him. He's got Kyle, Tommy and Naylad all to take out. That is going to be one hell of a clutch if he can actually do this. He's seen 2 players, knows where Kyle is, he's taken him out, knows there was one up top, he's just decided to run away, challenges him, he takes out Tommy as well, 30 seconds left on that clock. Oh, he's gone for the defuse, not managing to get that.
No, and you know what, that's really unfortunate. With more time, maybe they've been able to pull that off. He did really well to actually make the 2 kills, but let's not take anything away from Naylad, who played that brilliantly, choosing the exact right moment to push out and catching, I believe it was Chaos off guard, who once again is playing really well for his team. Chaos and Moose have really stood out for me so far on the Royal Flush lineup. They
have actually played really well, to be honest. I've said that before, that Moose was probably the standout player for me from their lineup, and I'll stick by that.
Okay, let's see what's going on here as we stay on board with this team, with them being the attacking side and watching Chaos engaging in a gunfight and 2 go down against Tech. We could be seeing this go to 3-3 right down to the wire, and it is 1 versus 4. Let's switch over to Naylad because we're going to be joining them in a second anyway. It's 1 versus 4 and the bomb has gone down.
He has got 4 members of the Royal Flush lineup to take out. Ah, he's given up. He's given up.
He quite literally just thought, there's no point.
He was just like, nah, I'm not going to do this. Let's be honest, they're too good at S&D. Not going to be able to do it, so why bother?
Okay, well, this is tense times, because this final round of Search and Destroy could entirely decide not only who wins this open bracket, but if one of these teams went on to win the actual tournament, who could be in with a lot of money. So this is such a crucial round right now of Search and Destroy, all to play for. Watching Kyle, let's see what he can do.
You are on board with Kyle. He has been stunned at those ATM machines. Josh taking out Joker Boy early on in the round. Josh, huge 2-piece, taking out Moose as well. If they win now, that was props to Josh. Realised trying to claw back the deficit, taking out Naylad down the road. So he has got a nice angle on, but has been taken out. Chaos realises now left 1 versus 3. Going to have to switch back over, see how he can do. He has revealed his position already. That bomb has gone down on the A-bomb site of all places as well. So it's not looking good for him. He is the complete opposite end of the map. If Realise is able to do this, this would be absolutely insane. But to be honest, It's not going to happen.
No, I mean, he's got to get there. There will no doubt be one of the tech players hid well away, so even if he did manage to pick up 2 kills somehow, he would not be able to pick up the final one. And there we go. Oh, almost.
You called that a little prematurely then, Brad. I thought he was going to turn on Tommy.
I thought it would have been a really nice kill and a bit of a consolation for the fact that he wouldn't have been able to get that defused anyway. But that is going to mean it is 2-0 now to Tech in this best of 5, so they are looking set to close this out. We're going to be switching over to capture the flag. The first flag, capture the flag, did go to stopwatch, so let's not just rule Royal Flush out just yet. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, 2-0. Now this isn't exactly the Royal Flush that we've been seeing all night. They've played ever so well until they've actually come up against this lineup. Now, actually, to be honest, I've sort of undercut them a little bit there because we saw a capture the flag stopwatch first map and also a 4-3 S&D. So that is, to be honest, a very close game, if anything.
And someone's just sent me a gif of you doing a press up, Gucci.
The only one I've ever been able to do.
I've retweeted it so everyone can see.
That's good of you. I tell you what, I'm so tired. I do apologise to the stream for my lack of enthusiasm throughout this final.
No, we're going in, Gooch. I mean, I'll be honest as well. I'm feeling fatigued right now, but let's face it, gaming takes priority over life, sleep, food.
I tell you what, the best fuel for LAN, honestly, 2 bananas and a Red Bull. That is the best breakfast you can have for LAN. Keeps you going all day.
That's actually a good idea, because bananas, not only do they provide the potassium that the body needs, but it's a slow release of energy. That's well thought out. Gucci, well done.
Top team, Spetnaz going on board with Royal Flush. First of all, I'm on board with Chaos, pushing down this left-hand side with the PP90 as he's attempting to get out of that loading bay side. He has been tagged, but manages to pick up the first blood and take out Josh. Now he's going to advance down this left-hand side. 3 down immediately for Tech pickups. Chaos knows exactly where that last player is. He's going to challenge him. Yes, he's taken him out already. They know where they're going to be spawned as well.
Oh, and this is absolutely brilliant thing. Chaos is taking so much damage, and it is finally going to be the barrel that actually makes the kill. He did manage to get the flag out of the dome area, which was something, but Tech are just fighting back. It's so confusing with the game of Tech's being Network, but yes, it is Tech are fighting back and doing a brilliant job.
Oh, I think perhaps they were just a little bit, they snatched at that flag. He literally just did snatch and run. Perhaps if he'd have waited it out hard, aimed that gap in the dome, see if they actually pushed him, he might have been able to penetrate the spawning a little bit more. But now, on a bit of a reversal here, we are actually seeing a red bar. Damn it, Royal Flush. Moose taken 2 out as they pushed into his flag. He was last alive there and had it all to defend. So Moose going huge there for Royal Flush.
Yeah, and it is plays like that that are sometimes so overlooked. Just those simple 2 kills have potentially prevented the game-winning flag capture. It's the important kills, of course. Slaying in any sense is essential for a team to perform, but some kills are so much more important than others.
Well, I think, to be honest, it's always been that way. Some kills are more important. However, every kill does change the game in one way or another. Chaos there tried to push into Dome, but getting shut down by Kyle.
Okay, Moose has made his way around the back of the corridor. He is on the defense and does have the support of 2 of his teammates, but I imagine he's just going to be holding AR for this map. It is one of the maps for Capture the Flag where teams will just accept that there is going to be someone sat back and just accept that there's going to be someone heavy defense, much like we saw on, I believe it was Havana on Black Ops, where people would just sit bar.
Yes, it was. Now, I actually, looking back at it, I played very little Black Ops, to be honest, in comparison to how I've played Modern Warfare 3. But enough about me. Let's get on with the game. Realise having to stun over that flag is currently being pulled by the Tech pickup lineup. Now, not one of these players is actually a representative of Tech, under my, from my recollection.
Okay, well, it is just a pickup team, like you say. Let's see what they can do, though, here. They are 1-0 down, and things are looking really good for Tech. Like we say, it is a pickup team, but comprises of some extremely strong players. And they're looking good to actually advance into the Pro tournament, you could argue it's going to be called.
Well, it's actually called the Creative WGL Pro-Am tournament, Modern Warfare 3 tournament at that. Joker Boy going huge with a 2-piece there to actually be able to push out of that left-hand side. 3 down surely this is where they need to capitalise, but Nalad shutting down, realised he had attempted to push.
Well, here we go, a push going on that backside by Chaos. Now he has taken some damage and he does manage to find Nalad, but Josh leaping around the corner, picking up the headshot. Realize throwing everything in his arsenal over. Finally a stun does connect and he should be able to make this kill. Bless you, Gucci.
Realize is getting taken down by a grenade from Nalad. Chaos managing to take down Kyle down this left hand side. Like you say, Ral, they are throwing everything from their arsenal at them, but not working out too well for them as of yet. They are only trailing one flag capture to 0, but they are on what is considered the better side, so they do need to take full advantage of that factor.
I realised was actually getting some hit markers against Joker there, which isn't the best of things. Remember, they're only one flag down, so can certainly come back from this. Realize being a little bit too aggressive, but Chaos is set up now to actually do some damage. Does take out almost 3. Oh, if he could have got that kill, that would have been huge. But this is good. Joker has picked up the flag and is running this home. Realize moves on support. If there is no one in the spawn, they should be able to equalise.
Yeah, Realize is his prime position. Nobody can push in through that front door. That is 3 down. Josh last alive. They should be set up nicely for a relay there, but they just wanted to guarantee that flag capture. They didn't actually risk anything. They could have opted for the relay attempt, and of course that would have meant that one player less was supporting and waiting to pull that flag, and then could have potentially let slip somebody through and actually return that flag, but still time. 15 seconds
down.
left. That is plenty of time for them to run it. They don't even need to run it necessarily the quickest way. They just need to go the safest way. Chaos, of course, got that Magnum out, which will help with his speed. Looking like they are going to get a last second cap, and they have done. 4 seconds left on that clock on this first side. Royal Flush have brought their side back nicely to actually take the lead 2 flags to 1.
And that was brilliant. It was a very, very late 4 down, and my screen has gone black again. Something that is going to be extremely frustrating for the Tech lineup, but something that will be oh so sweet for Royal Flush, as they are not out of this just yet, and they are putting up a brilliant fight. Let's switch over to Tech, who've now got the work to do if they want to bring this back to a stopwatch or get 2 flags, or a net gain of 2 flags if they want to go ahead and win it.
Yeah, they have moved over to what is considered the better side, though. Josh immediately showing that they can push either side of that dome, as he does get straight down into that flag, but doesn't manage to get the flag pull off.
No, Nalad managing to pick up the kill against Joker, who's trying his best to get in there despite having that 1 flag lead. We can see that the Royal Flush lineup are not sitting back one bit. They are still going for this. They want to extend that lead and have a bigger cushion for them to ensure that they go into round number 4.
Yep, this is a best of 5 for all of those asking in the stream chat. This is the 3rd map of that best of 5. Tech pickups currently leading 2 maps total to 0. So that means that this is potentially the last map that they would be playing if they can claw back 2 flags and take the lead.
Oh, Nalad. I was just seeing he did manage to get what looked like a 360 kill. He was just kind of spinning around on the spot trying to do what he can.
Spin me right round, baby, right round.
I'm actually switching through the players, and you know what? My screen's gone black again, which doesn't help, but what I did see is Royal Flush adopting this more defensive approach. It's actually Nalad and Kyle on heavy defense. That's 2-man defense, which is quite unusual. But Josh and Tommy are going to be pushing out and trying to keep the pressure onto the Royal Flush team. I'm so close to saying red bar every time.
You know, it's weird because Tech are actually losing by a flag and they've still got the 2 defenders, whereas you would probably normally see them push out a little bit more, which is what we are seeing Nalad do. So that is very typical curse of the commentator. As soon as I say one thing, they do the exact opposite and make me sound like an absolute douche. But coming head on head there with Realize is not going to go well for them. Josh trying to push in, but Chaos there to shut them down and has pushed out Tommy. Knows exactly where Chaos is, waiting for him to push back in. Not going to do so. Yes, he is. Challenges with the Magnum. Gets taken out by the PP90.
Yeah, well, Nalad actually making an advancement through bottom bunker now. He does shut down Chaos. Kyle takes out Joker Boy, despite Joker Boy's headshot against him. And this is bad news now for Royal Flush, because only Moose is left alive to prevent this flag pull, and he has gone down. This is definitely going to be a flag pull to Tech unless Royal Flush can pull something amazing out of the bag.
That flag has been captured now. 2 apiece. All tied up. 2 minutes 15 seconds left on that clock. Who will we be seeing advancing into the WGL Creative Pro-Am tournament, which does kick off on Sunday. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and then you will never miss it when we start streaming.
Absolutely, and of course, if you do follow Melmoth M3LM0TH, he will be tweeting out who the actual teams that are guaranteed to be playing in there are, and also we'll be updating you guys when it starts streaming, as well as ourselves. But watching Tommy now, he has equalised on score. Well, his team has equalised on score, and he's adapting this more passive play. Despite the two-piece going down by Joker Boy, we are not seeing a very aggressive tech side at the moment.
No, I think they are sort of just trying to wait for Royal Flush to actually make their mistakes, but they aren't currently making many, as they've just taken out 2 players and pushed into the flag. Nailad will have just called that. Chaos taking out Josh. Perhaps a little lag spike there for Nailad. I don't know if that was just on my screen or what, but suddenly jerked across the screen. But is just opting to watch the front door now.
Nailad does manage to pick off Moose, switching things back around. And it's almost like they want to take this to stopwatch, which is quite interesting, really. The big pushes are coming by Rico Lush. Rico
Lush.
It's been a long night, Gooch.
You've just created your own team.
I've created my own organisation. I'm losing
Lush.
Farik Lush, let's do it. That can be our new LAN team. We are going to play at LAN one day, Gooch, I guarantee you. We will.
Yeah, when we get too old for this commentary lark, and we get dropped by all other organisations and such, we'll resort to playing again. And
we will dominate the world of esports.
I was going to say, the only reason me and Rel commentate is because we would be too much of a force to be reckoned with if we played, so it's to give everybody else a chance.
That's pretty much the exact reason. I mean, we don't really need 2 other players. We might
play
pick up
2v4 and win.
Yeah, we might pick up some average players like Momo and stuff like that. But anyway, that is going to be it. It's going to be stalemate. We are kind of just winding off a little bit here because we know no other flags are going to be pulled. So we're going to be going into stopwatch mode, something that we've seen before between these 2 teams, which is on the original Capture the Flag on Lockdown. It was actually Tech that took that. Obviously, Tech have won every round so far, but it was very close between the 2 teams.
It was indeed, yeah. We saw, what, 30 seconds in it? Not even 30 seconds in it. And then we saw a 4-3 S&D, and now we have seen a 2-2 Capture the Flag Dome, which is now going to go to stopwatch. Anybody going particularly huge for their team there? No, I think they were fairly even between the 2 sides on kills.
Mono WR has just messaged me. Now, I'm not familiar with Mono. That's nothing against you. I think he's from the WGL side of things. But he says, Rel, Gooch, Melon Mouth, and Psychoticize. He pulls flags almost as quickly as Nevermind.
Yeah, lol. Mono, I believe WR are a WGL team. I remember at I-45 there were some...
Mono at I-45, one of the beautiful booth babes came up to him to make him like sign some type of advertisement thing. And his opening line was, "I like trains." She then walked away and came over to us and went, "That guy over there is a freak."
Man, are there going to be more booth babes at the I
What's
series?
happening?
Oh.
Do
Hello?
we have lag?
I think the host has lagged out.
I'm just, whilst this is the grand final of an open bracket, I'm just trying to pick up on a possible White 9 scenario here, Gooch, if you can just be quiet a second.
Right, so the host has lagged out. We do apologise. He's rejoined the Xbox Live party that we were in now, so it looks as if that was only momentarily. But where we are currently at is stopwatch overtime, Capture the Flag Dome, a 3rd map.
And it could all be over very, very soon. This could be the final map that you are seeing on the stream tonight. It is getting late. I appreciate a lot of you guys have school, work, college, whatever it is tomorrow.
Is it not half term?
Oh, quite possibly. You lucky little fellows.
Yeah, when you all grow up and join the real world, that's when it doesn't matter
all
anymore.
Changes. You end up commentating instead of playing. It's all downhill from there.
I only know it's half term because I can no longer go and like sit outside primary schools and get the same feeling at this time of year.
Gucci. Gucci. No.
Is that borderline getting the van?
It's borderline. It's not even borderline. It's well past the line. It's like... Just to reassure you guys watching the stream, Gucci's not a raging paedophile. He's
not a raging paedophile.
To my knowledge, he is. Let's just switch topic. Let's just let's get out of this. Think of a segue to something else. Anything.
Pretty sure as we speak, you two will never be doing WGL again.
I thought you had more older and mature people on WGL.
We do not.
Funnily enough, older people also have kids, so don't really find paedophilia humorous.
To be fair, Melmoth, I'm with you. I find it absolutely sick. And I want to be part of WGL, but if Gucci wants to throw things away like that, then I don't know. I am, of course, joking because Gooch Endless come as a pair. We are. Yeah, we are like that. Sorry,
Isn't there a song, When to Become One?
Yeah, Spice Girls.
So you like bums and you know Spice Girls songs? Brilliant.
As I don't know if many of the stream know this, but have you heard of NSYNC, Melmoth?
No, please start talking. Play the game, quick. Start
I have heard of NSYNC, yeah.
Would you like to know the fact that Rel knows every dance move to every video that they ever created?
Not just the dance moves, but what's your favourite song that they've ever created?
I don't know their songs, mate. I know that Justin Timberlake was in NSYNC.
It's a start.
Is it not Timberland?
Does it interest you? Justin Timberlake's middle name is Randall. Bit of an interesting NSYNC fact.
No, it doesn't, no.
Actually, all of NSYNC do have middle names. It's quite unfortunate. Lance Bass, he's not actually called Lance. His first name is James. Lance is actually his middle name. Was quite
interesting. And yeah,
I'd rather go back to talking about kids in primary schools.
So we have a paedophile and a virgin. Brilliant.
Who make the ultimate commentating duo.
We actually are one hell of a pair.
Why does Gucci like 21-year-olds? What? Oh, okay, 21-year-olds. I see what you are doing. That is very clever. NSYNC acapella. Thank you. If you guys type "I thought she knew" NSYNC into YouTube, obviously after this stream is finished, you will see a fantastic acapella. They did a brilliant one of "Oh Holy Night." You will really enjoy that. And I thought she knew that was actually the first live performance that they ever did.
Be right back, just slitting my wrists. Right, anyway, capture the flag dome, thank God. Stopwatch, overtime. Third map here. We are currently seeing Tech pick up team winning 2 maps to 0. This is potentially their final map if they can do well. Did Rel not get an invite?
Just take. I didn't, but you just take it, and I'll just join and pick things up as we go.
Okay, Melmoth, we will be going on the top team for the stream. Rel, you did get an invite, say invite pie.
Oh, that
you're just an ignorant prick. We are seeing Kyle trying to push out this left-hand side. He has taken out Joker Boy. No, he hasn't. Joker Boy, huge turn on there on Kyle. Manages to take him out. Realize taking out Josh as well. Joker Boy taking out Tommy. Naylad left, last alive. Has taken out Chaos, but Joker Boy has taken him out as well. Kyle now got that C-Dom bunker spawn, taking out Moose in the back as he was patrolling that middle area, but Tommy got that split spawn and takes out Joker Boy, who was running that flag. No early flag capture for Royal Flush, and we are still seeing Network Kyle on the attack, on the prowl. Gets shut down by Kyle.
And remember, for those of you just joining the stream, this is the grand final of the WGL Open qualifiers for the actual main tournament, which is going to feature the top 8 teams, the majority of which will be hand-selected. Will be playing for their share in $3,000. This is round number 3 of a best out of 5, and it is currently 2-0 to Tech.
It is currently 2-0 to Tech, but Royal Flush not exactly doing very bad against them. Kyle, nice jump shot there over the sandbag, goes for that 2-piece. Fails it against Joker Boy, but Tommy cleaning up the act with that Magnum, but only 1 player left alive. That was realised. He managed to drop that flag. Naylad needs to pick up that flag now before it gets returned through that wall. He does manage to do so. Gets behind the forklift for extra safety. Has got teammates with him. 2 down. Trying to push up this landing base side. Can they capture this flag? Not 3-minute mark has been reached yet. Naylad wise to where the enemy team would be.
Yeah, that was actually a really good play there. A lot of players would have just stormed into there, but he took his time. He did spot someone, and he should be able to get this now. Chaos is there. Brilliant play by Chaos, and they have actually got that return and are on the counter.
They are on the counter now. Tommy with work to do, taking out 2 players there. Got his stuns over. Can he actually get a hit marker? Yes, he can. That nade won't pick him up, but has made the flag carrier weak. Needs to turn right now, and he will run into that flag carrier. Sees him at that back satellite. Still got that magnum out. What are you doing, Tommy? Put it away and reload your gun. Now, Kyle, the only player left to actually be able to do anything here, has attempted to stop that flag capture. Hasn't been able to do so. 2 minutes 43 seconds left on that clock, I believe, when that finally went in.
And that's, yeah, it was 2:43. I was keeping an eye on it that time.
I just went onto the stream then to watch it like 10 seconds later.
Oh, I see. Clever.
That's smart.
Very
no,
clever.
I'm not just a hat rack.
And there we go. So that was in favour of the Royal Flush team. So Tech now have 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to actually get this flag, which isn't a lot of time at all, but is certainly achievable.
Yeah, he's got loads of time.
So here we...
How awkward would it be to commentate it with somebody who actually just did that?
I was trying to work out whether that was sarcasm or genuine, like if you were agreeing with me. But in any case, let's once again get on board with the...
Farico Moose.
Farico Moose, that's who I'm watching right now. And,
yeah, but he's just going to camp to start with.
Yeah, he's going to...
He's choking. There we go.
There we go, he got the barrel eventually. So these guys just need to defend. Moose is going to be on heavy defense. That is predominantly the role that he does play, which is why I just want to flick things over to Joker Boy. Where is he?
He was loading bay?
I'm not sure if he was playing or not, but in any case, it's actually realised who's going to team kill him, which is Bad Man News, and Chaos has just completely missed someone!
No, that's someone!
Chaos, he's right behind you!
Oh, Josh! With that
you saw that as well?
Oh, Josh!
Oh, Josh!
Josh, he's going to pull that flag now. Don't pull it, loaded bay, and you're going to get away with this. What is Joker Boy doing? Oh my goodness, Joker Boy managed to shoot Naylad. Shoot Josh.
Oh, Joker.
Team kill again?
That was absolutely sublime by Joker Boy as he managed to pick up 3 of those kills and now opening things up for the whole team to push forward. Moose is doing just that as one of the barrels explode to take out Naylad, and Joker Boy is poised waiting for people to come out of the dome spawn.
Gucci is all over Rel right now. Oh mate, I just wish.
Oh, in my dreams.
Yeah. Right, anyway, back on with it. The clock when we ended it before was 2 minutes and 43. So we have still got 1 minute almost remaining. But can Royalty actually Royalty Flush? Are they Royalty Flush? Royal Flush? Better their time now. They are attempting to push in this loaded base side. Not going to happen with the strong grenade from Josh. Moose still holding this flag area. Has been taken out by Josh as well with that headshot. If he runs this loaded bay yet again, he's going to get taken. No, he isn't. Oh my god, could Josh do this? Spawn block there from Realise that now he has got a grenade to chuck that over. Tommy on that spawn has taken him down.
And it's all on theirs. Keep your eye on that clock. It's been...
Flag to be an exchange there. Tommy's going to capture this, is he? That flag is going to go in.
There we go. And that is it. Game over. My goodness.
Taking it. Thank you so much for watching. That was a Tech 3-0 victory in the end, in that final.
Yeah, and one thing I must say is the scoreline doesn't fully represent how close that game was. I mean, the first capture the flag went to stopwatch, so did that final one there, and both times they were incredibly close. Let's not forget the actual search and destroy that was 4-3. So 3-0 really doesn't show how well Royal Flush played there. So fair play to them.
No, to be fair, it was ever so close. Of course, 2 stopwatches and a 4-3 S&D. That really does show how close of a game that was. And to be honest, that is my first look at this new Royal Flush lineup, and I'm impressed from what I've seen, to be honest. Of course, they did go head-on-head with Tech pickups. However, they did take out Phobia and My Pressure along the way, which is, to be honest, really impressive. Because both of them are such strong teams. I'd like to thank you all for joining in tonight. Remember to hit the subscribe button because the actual tournament will be kicking off at 9 PM on Sunday. But if you subscribe, it will come up in your YouTube subscriptions when we actually start streaming. Myself and Rel will be tweeting that along the way, of course, at Gucci, GOOCHHYY. Go and follow me on Twitter at the VP Brothers for Rels, and Melmoth will be tweeting the final announcements of the teams that will be taking part. That is at Melmoth, that is M3LM0TH. So make sure you follow us all on Twitter, guys. That way you will not miss any information about this tournament.
And I think that's pretty much it. Just again, thanks to Creative who are actually sponsoring this tournament and to WGL for hosting it. But now it's going to be exciting times when we watch the creme de la creme battling it out. Tune in on Sunday. We will tweet out nearer the time, probably on the Saturday, just to make you guys aware. So don't plan anything. Don't be going social mode because you do not want to be missing this. And that's going to be me signing out.
Take it easy, guys. We'll see you Sunday. Rel and Gooch next on the deck. Yeah. I think we should have our team. I think we should have a team.
I saw that.
Not in the bungalow, but Rel and Gooch in the ground floor flat or something.
Rel and Gooch in the